All right, we're live. How do I get this? Dodgers win. Yes. Okay, live panel. There we go. All right, I got it. I got it all set. Nobody's here yet. So it says 2 are watching, but I don't know. They haven't hit the like button yet. Tuesday night live panel for most and chit chat. Got my Yankees hat on now. New York, New York. Big Dodger fan. 1 minute. Gone. Still nobody in the live chat. And nobody watching. 2 left already. With no like or dislike button. We're not counting dislikes, we're counting the likes only. Got my water. And once again, nobody's here. 3 are watching now, I got. Okay, 3 are watching. 1 are watching now. Someone's playing games in here. We got number 1, Bud Grower. Hi, Michael. Good to see you. Good to see you too, Bud Grower. Wow. Hit the like button, Bud Grower. How you been, brother? I've been really good. No problems. It's really good. Michael Beachman, how'd you find out about my channel? I always ask new people that I don't recognize how they found out about my channel. Michael Beachman, hello. How'd you find out about my channel, kind sir? I think because I have this Yankee hat on, people aren't coming in here. Maybe I should change hats. Bud Grower, between a second, good to see you. Well, yes, I'm doing well. Bud Grower, hope you're doing well. Found you in a dream. What kind of a dream? I'm afraid to ask that. Hit my like button, guys. 2 are watching. It's Michael Beachman and Bud Grower are watching. And I got 3 likes and 4 are now watching. Thank you. Should I change my hat? My goodness. It's only a Yankees hat, for goodness sakes. Found me in a dream. What kind of dream, man? Please don't say a wet one. Oh, that's gross. Oh. How'd that come out? Dodgers won. Hit my like button, guys. 4 are watching. I got 4 minutes in. Bud Grower says, laugh out loud, Michael. Oh, my. Where are the usual suspects at? Let's see. Yesterday we had Jay Greenbaum as my co-host yesterday. That was fantastic. LAB shouted me out yesterday and shared my YouTube. Evil Voodoo Doll Maker. Hello at the Michael Malloy Show. How do you know me from? Bargain shopping. I hit the like listening while trying to sleep. It's almost midnight here. Yes, it is. In Boston. How is Jay doing? Oh, Jay Greenbaum was doing really good. LA Beast told me when he shouted me out to say hello to him. and Natalisa Osuna, but she didn't see me. Evil Voodoo Doll Maker, how'd you find out about my channel? Please don't say a dream. Somebody asked me to make a doll that looks like you. Cool. Like Chucky, like John Gruden for Chucky. Just kidding. Oh, okay. No, how'd you find out about me though? Seriously, if you're just kidding, hit that like button, guys. We got 2 watching right now. That's remarkable. Sometimes I think that algorithm's all screwed up on YouTube. Evil Voodoo Doll Maker, how did you find out about me? Yeah, I don't recognize your name. 3 people are watching. I should forget the watches and just hit my like button. You famous? I am? Famous for what? Did you find me from LA Beast? Wow. All right. I had to take care of some business. Taking care of business and working overtime. Oh my. What am I famous for? I only have 3 people watching this bloody stream. What's up with that? At any rate, I was told by LA Beast to say hello to Natalisa and to Jay Greenbaum. So there we are. 2 watching. I'm going to change hats. Getting rid of this Yankee hat right now. Maybe this will change things. Here is a Miami Marlins hat. There we go. Change it to a Marlins hat. Bargain shopping, where are you at? Do I have to refresh? Maybe I have to refresh. It's the same. Everything's the same. Nothing's changed. It's all the same. Nothing changed. Imagine that. I'm here. There's bargain shopping. Bargain shopping. How is Boston treating you? Sleeping, laughing my tail off. Why are you sleeping in Boston for? You know I miss my wife bargain shopping. You know that, right? It's been since January 10th. I'm lost without her. I miss my wife. You need to do scam calls again. I think Friday would be a good day to do that because I'll be on early and the scammers are usually on early. Can't get too many scammers at night except for like technical support on computers and stuff like that. So shoot for Friday, this Friday. Yep, I know all too well how it feels, Mike. Yeah, it feels crappy right now. So I'm thinking about her still. It's broken me up. People are saying get over it and all that stuff. No, I'll never be over it. Time heals, but right now it seems like it's not healing. And 2020 and 2021 are the worst years I've lived. But I don't want to give up. I'm not giving up because I have this show to run. That's what's keeping me going, is the nice people out there in YouTube land. And it's been 2.5 years. I'm still sad. I'll see. 2.5 years for me, and it's only been it'll be 6 months in July and a couple more months. 2.5 months. But the pain eases a bit over time. Yeah, but when I lost Lukey as my dog, when we had to put him to sleep, I'm still grieving over that even. I've had a lot of things on my plate lately. Good, I'm getting more subscribers since I put this Miami Marlin hat on. The Yankee hat drove people away. It figures everyone hates the Yankees. Focus on other things. That's why I do my show, to focus on it. I mean, I know you sell your goods, and I'm not buying your bloody fan, not buying a space heater from you. Just busy, it helps. Keep busy, it helps. Yep. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I do this show every day except for Saturday and Sunday, except last weekend I was on a couple of times on Saturday, and last Sunday I was on. JIT preparedness info. Go Seahawks. All right. I'm a Raiders fan. Are you interested in a fan? No, I don't want any. Dodger fans, yes. Get me a Dodger fan with the logo Dodgers on it. I'll buy it. Anything Dodgers, I'll buy it. Or Raiders too, but for that matter. No Seahawks, man. Even though I live in Salem, Oregon, no Seahawks for me. Raiders, then the Rams, then the Seahawks. Then the Miami Dolphins, because I like Miami. I'd like to travel to Miami. That'd be cool. I bet. But it's like where you're from, bargain shopping. There's seedy areas in Miami. Bargain shop. Be careful, Mike. I know where you live. Laugh my yeah, you'll get the Boston Mafia after me is what you'll do. You will get the Boston Mafia after me. I could get Utah Danites. Anonymous Republican. Hello, everyone. Hello, kind sir. How are you? Hit my like button, please. Okay, Mariners. No, Dodgers. Dodgers, Angels, then Mariners, number 3. Wait, no, Miami. I like the Miami Marlins a lot. Mr. Tuttle, I know where he lives too. Bargain shopping. Good seeing you again. Hello, Mr. Tuttle. Pretty good. Yourself? Yes, I'm doing good, except I'm thinking of my wife a lot today and how I miss her. It's been 2.5 years for bargain shopping, and it's just it hasn't even been 6 months for me. I took care of some business, got it done on over the weekend, and I have good news taking care of business. But I cannot elaborate that business right now. It's keeping me busy as well. Okay, that covers that. Laugh out loud. Well, I don't want the mafia after me, and bargain shopping does have Boston Mafia around her. I'd love to travel to Miami, but the good parts, not the bad parts of Miami. Just like I'd like to travel to Los Angeles, only with the good parts. That'd be kind of cool. That would be cool. Taking care of business and working overtime. Uh-oh. What did I do to my computer keyboard here? Oh, there we go. All right. Getting back to business. All right, where are we? Taking care of business and working overtime. Mr. Turtle, I'll remain silent in the sidelines. Then you won't have to worry about repeating anything to me. Whatever is good for you, Mr. Turtle. I don't want to argue. I had bad arguments with my sister-in-law today. I don't want to keep. I got to keep moving forward. Bargain shopping retracted the message. What was it? Come on, tell us bargain shopping. What were you going to say? Hit my like button. I'm only 3 away from 20. 10 people watching. That's good for me right now. I got 2 people. One said they were dreaming about me, and the other person was just kidding. And then the other person didn't give me an answer. And I think they're not here anymore. Val Brooks, I'll cheer you up, Michael. Oh, man. Just your beautiful icon cheers me up, Val Brooks. I wish you had a different picture, though. I mean, your picture looks great, but, a change of scenery and pictures would be pretty good. Let's see. I said you have connections with the church you audited once. Oh, Church Scientology? That's the only one I audited. Mr. Tittle, that's why I'm keeping my mouth shut, because I don't want you going sideways on me again. I don't like it when you're stressed. Yeah. How shall I say it? Thank you, Mr. Turtle. That's all I can say is thank you. And I'm not saying that sarcastically. They're scarier than the mob. What, Scientology? I don't know. Anonymous recovery. Who didn't give an answer? I can't remember. It was someone that I needed scrolling up. Val Brooks says thank you. You're welcome, Val Brooks. And I mean that because you're. And bargain shopping has a pretty picture too. But she's not interested in me because her husband 2.5 years ago. Where'd you get those golfing shoes, bargain shopping? I want a pair of those. Those are awesome. And look, your feet are in those golfing shoes. Hey, you have more You have more subscribers than I do. What's up with that? Anonymous Republican. Oh, sounds good. Mr. Turtle, you're thanking me for saying I'll stay quiet? I'm just thanking you for coming in here. How's that? That's my final answer. That's my dog. We're in the golf. No, it's your feet. You have beautiful legs. I'm awesome. That's what you are. Awesome. How much are you going to sell those golfing shoes for? Oh no, wait. From you, it'll cost me an arm and a leg for those golfing shoes. Oh, I bet you they were your husband's. I don't want to buy them if they were your husband's. It's something to remember you by. Bargain shopping. At least you could have shaved. Wait, how do you know I like women with hairy legs? $590? Forget that, man. I could buy Tiger Woods golf shoes for less than that. See, I knew you were ripping me off. Plus $1,000 for the fan. No, I'm not buying that bloody fan. You're making me laugh now, bargain shopping. I'm ready. I'm here, and I'm just ready to party. Let's party. Oh, don't forget bargain shopping. I'm going to do my 24-hour live stream on June 30th at 9 o'clock a.m. West Coast time. That'll be 12 o'clock your time. Oh, my God. I'll go for now. You have my info if you want to get a hold of me. Why do you have to leave, Mr. Jim? I wish I had a snow cone maker. I could have sold it to Jet. Oh, yeah. Oh, you have been listening because I don't remember you being in here. Canada Day for your birthday. Yep. And New England Day for my birthday, too. New England. Get it? New England? No, I'm planning on being there the entire stream. You know, I did that for LA Beast. When he did his 24-hour live stream, I was there for him all the way from start to finish. 9 a.m. West Coast time. I'm in here every day, just don't chat. Oh, why don't you at least just say hi and then you can say hi and bye. I'm listening or something like that. Every day you come in here. Hit my like button, guys. I got 10 watching. That's good. That's better than CCW. I'll come on sometime during your 24. Okay, good. Yeah. June 30th. Don't forget. July 1st is my birthday. Canada Day. Everybody in Canada celebrates my birthday. Anonymous Republican. Wow, that's awesome. It's been a while since I pulled a 24-hour shift, but my daughter should be home tomorrow. Cool. Awesome. Hit my like button, guys. 9 watching. Hit it. Now that Yankee hat gave me bad reviews. People were leaving right and left. Bargain shopping. I'll ask Don Maserati see if she will come on too. She was on the other day. You didn't see her? She was on Monday. I was talking to my brother on the phone, so I couldn't really say hello to her. Tell her I missed her hello when she came in. I'll try to sell you things. Yeah. I'll see if I want to buy anything. I don't know. Those golf shoes, your feet in those golf shoes, and you said you have hairy legs. I love a woman with hairy legs. How did you know that? And I love a woman with hairy armpits. And a mustache, too. I mean, the bearded lady would turn me on right now. Get me a bearded lady. I don't do dabs, and I cannot lie. I love big butts. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. Baby got backs. Baby got back ribs. Holy. Find me a bearded lady, and I'm there. I have a beard. Oh my goodness gracious. Bargain shopping. You're the woman of my heart. Move out of Boston and come to Salem, Oregon. Not Salem, Massachusetts. I'm in Salem, Oregon. Get out of Boston. Get away from the mob. I want a bearded lady. I don't really want a bearded lady. Oh no. I'll be crying in my beer if I find a bearded lady. How do you guys keep from shaving for getting beards anyway? I've always wondered that. You just killed me. Bargain shopping. Bargain shopping has a beard. Film at 11. Oh my goodness. Do you have hairy armpits too? Oh man. Wow. What am I doing? What am I saying? Wax it. Oh, you wax it. How about the landing strip? You wax that too. Oh, God. Oh. Tell me it's tough getting old. Oh my God. Is that what it is? I noticed really old ladies do have, like my mother, she had a beard and everything. Kind of cool though, because I dug it. I look like my mom. Cato, legalized drugs, aka Mark J. Stout, arrested in Annandale, Fairfax County, Virginia. Cato, what's up? What's going on, dude? Hit my like button, Cato. It's been 18 for a half hour now. You'll be the 19th like. Hit it. Cato's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think he likes bearded ladies. Hey, Mike Malloy. Hey, Jen Wow. Thank you for hitting the like button. Jen Wow's in the house. Yep, see, I told you Cato doesn't like bearded women. Hey, the likes are coming in. Come on, hit that like button. Did your team win? Yeah, they did. The Dodgers won tonight. Jen Wow was 19th like. I hope Luisa Lewis is doing okay, I hope. Seattle Judy, hello. Did you hit my like button? Thank you. Much appreciated. Seattle Judy. Don't tell Seattle Judy what I said about bare naked ladies. Cato's in the house. Jen Wow is not. Seattle Judy's in the house. You guys are amazing. And yes, bargain shopping, my LA Dodgers won tonight. They beat the Houston assholes. I mean, they beat the Houston Astros. All right. Now, where are we? Where did Mr. Turtle go? I miss him already. Where'd he go? My kitty's gone wild. Is that good or bad? If your kitty's gone wild. Baz Schultz. Good morning from Germany. Eins, zwei, drei, eins, zwei, drei, Scheiße, nicht schießen. That's all I know in German. How is it in Germany? Ciel Judy. Yes, I always hit the like. Love it if I had $1 million by Bare Naked Ladies. Ah. They are playful. That's cool, Jen. Wow. My cousin loved Germany. He lived there and he died in Germany. But he was from San Francisco and he hated the USA. So he moved to Germany. Said Germany's a lot better than USA. I don't know, man. I've never been to Germany. My older brother's been to Germany through the army. He lived there. They drink a lot of beer in Germany. I don't think I could. I don't drink beer, so. And plus, I don't know if Germany, did Germany like the USA? I don't know. Helmut Schmidt. No, who's the president of Germany anyway? We'll find out. Hey, Google, who's is the president of Germany?
According to Wikipedia, president is a common title for the head of state in most republics.
Oh, okay. So Germany's a republic. Cool. I didn't know that. Hey, Google, who's the president of Germany?
The president of Germany is Frank-Walter Steinmeier.
He looks like Donald J. Trump. Angela Merkel is the vice president, and Elke Buddenbender is the Secretary of State. Cool. You guys have Secretary of State and all kinds of good stuff in Germany. Seattle Judy, the song, Michael, If I Had $1 Million. I wish I had $1 million. Anonymous Republican, I will be able to get on tonight. On my panel? Can I shoot you can you shoot me a Gmail? Jen Wow, shout out to Be Real for her generous donation for the kittens. All right. Be Real, thank you. Be Real's awesome. She's in Boston too. Crap, with bargain shopping and Be Real attacking me. That wouldn't be a good solution here. And also, yes, if you would like to, I can send an email in a moment. All right, send me an email, and I'll send you an email back. She really is. Yeah, that's nice of her, Jen. Well, Be Real, thank you. You get a special announcement for Be Real. Anonymous Republican, I need a little more nicotine before. Make sure that your microphone is plugged in and working, because otherwise it will not work. You don't have to show your face, but you do need a microphone. Mental laxative, hello. What time is it in Germany right now? Some of the babies got a cold in their eye. I'm sorry. That's not good. I'll pray for the kittens. I promise. Jen, wow. Let me know when you're ready, Anonymous Republican. Let me know when you sent me a link. Send me your email. I'm checking now just in case you did or did not. And it looks like you did not. even for a mobile device, your cell phone, it should work. Richard or Michael White, morning, beautiful people. Michael White, how is Wales treating you? Or are you in England now? Good to see you. Hit my like button. Got 13 watching. Just sent the email. Okay, make sure your cell phone has a microphone and all that. Savoy Brown. I remember them. Okay. Here we go. Skip a rope. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Gonna give you a link. Okay, that's the new StreamYard link right there. Skip a rope. Boom, boom, boom. Skip a rope. Boom, boom, boom. Skip the rope. Boom, boom, boom. Did I send you? Yeah, message sent. I sent you a link. Now, yet. Give me about 5-10 minutes. Okay, you got it. How is everyone? Michael White, I'm doing good. How are you? Wales is lovely as always. Cool. Cato, legalized drugs, aka Mark J. Stout, arrested in Amondale. Okay. They're tying up the lines telling us he's not there. So far, we need help with this one. All right. I don't know who the person is, to tell you the truth. I don't know who he is. We're trying to get the people together. He was arrested for flying a drone near a bus stop. Can't fly drones in Salem, can you? I don't know. Where's Mr. Turtle? He would know that. Bargain shopping. Did you leave me? If you leave me now. Na, 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 na. Val Brooks, what are you talking about? We're talking about if the song "If You Leave Me Now" by Chicago. If you leave me now by Chicago, Illinois. Chicago Transit Authority. What is Chicago Transit Authority? Is that the L? I'd love to go on that train, the L train. Take me to Wrigley Field in Chicago to watch the Cubs. Jock Peterson hit 2 home runs tonight. I only put it on Twitter that he hit 1. That's good. All right. You guys are amazing. Oh, wow. Smoke and Scan 2 is live. Full moon edition of Smoke and Scan. Wow, if I'd have known that. Dang. That's his new channel. I finally found out over the weekend what his new channel is. And he covers chases still. Wow. What? Benevolence. $3.29 super chat donation. Does the Jewish elite finance LGBT directly? I have no idea. How about Israel? Get back to Israel. They had a ceasefire over the weekend. I do know that with Hamas. But I don't live in Israel, so. Benevolence. How'd you find out about my channel? And thank you for the super chat of $3.29 donation. Thank you. Oh, if you leave me now, you take away the biggest part of me. Oh, darling, please don't go. Val Brooks, please don't go. AJ Xavier, what the F did I walk into? Jewish elite LGBT. Nobody. Love is love. Wow. I don't know what that to walk in. I don't know, man. I have no clue. I don't know. As long as you're not knocking Mormons, you're fine. M for Mormons. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. He's joking. Who's joking, Jerry Diamond? Hello, Jerry Diamond. Sure they do. They are smarter than everyone. Who's smarter than everyone? He's being sarcastic. Who's being sarcastic? Hello, Lucky Chucky. Oh, let's see who came in here. Hello, Anonymous Republican. How are you?
Pretty good. Yourself?
I can hear you good. Awesome.
How are you doing, Mike?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
Oh, another wonderful day, right?
Excellent. Well, it started off rocky today, but it's better now.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
How about your day?
It started off rocky ourselves. Having issues with certain people, and
Yeah, me too.
I'm not going to go into further details about that portion, but the good
I'm not going into that portion either. But I'm having the same problem. That's why I'm kind of a little down and thinking about my wife a lot today.
I am really sorry to hear that. I mean, that is a really, really sore subject, and I don't want to bring that up, especially since
Thank you.
And so I'm not trying to like get into any harsh subjects with you or anything like that. I will have a little bit of background noise. I have my niece and my son over here right now. They're being decently quiet. In fact, it was my niece that decided that I should probably get on since, I've been postponing it due to all the other issues. So, I mean, the good news is tomorrow, my daughter, like I posted, is supposed to be coming home. She's 34 or 35 days old right now.
Oh, I've got good news too.
Awesome.
I got a warning. I've got my wiener whistle going. Here it is. Hold on. Plug your ears. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Val Brooks, thank you for the $3.99 super chat donation. I changed my picture at your request. Wow. You are a knockout. And I know you don't have a beard. You're not a bearded lady. You are beautiful. That's your best picture yet. Some pretty blonde. Wow. Man. I interrupted you, Anonymous Republican. Go ahead. Thank you, Val Brooks.
Oh, no, it's your panel. I'm just here. I just thought I'd, stop in and, sorry for the background noise. Give me one quick moment. I'm going to shut my mic off and take care of that.
Okay, let me talk more about the Val Brooks donation. Thank you. That's unbelievable, Val Brooks. Can you write something in the chat, Val Brooks? I'd appreciate if you did. Now I can stop. I can't stop. If Val Brooks, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Whoa, you are oh man. Oh,
All right, I think I calmed him down a little bit. That there was a bell going on in the background. Sorry
I
about
need to be calmed down. I need a cold shower.
that.
Unfortunately, I don't like cold showers.
Oh, I know.
Mm. Oh. By the way, an honest Republican, I like your name.
Thank you. Thank you. It wasn't actually supposed to be in this fashion. In fact, when I started, I wasn't even on YouTube at the moment with this particular name. I was trying to reply to some person who stated a house fire was not actually where that house was located. Like the before and after pictures were different locations. And I, tried to come up with an anonymous name, but, using the name anonymous. And the only thing that I can think of is adding the Republican. And, I'm more of a, let's just say, moderate Republican. I'm not like hardcore. I try to listen to all sides of the stories, all facts, all evidence. I'm not emotional. It's just the way it is. And I like other people's opinions, and we can debate. I love debates. Now, if I don't know about a subject enough, I will clearly state, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Give me a couple of days to do research, and then we can debate. But, not on your panel. I'm not saying that for your panel or anything like that at all.
Oh no.
I will not debate like over panel or anything like that. It's, that's just who I am. I like a little bit of arguments. It, again, is just the way I am. Of course,
not a shouting match, though, right?
No, I'm not a shouting match. Not, I have bigger balls than another person. Nothing like that. I like, especially when I ask questions, I try to get as much answers as possible. And that's where I'm running into the issues with what I'm running into as of like the last couple of weeks. And the subject has been my daughter. And yeah, I have so many questions and get so little answers. In fact, it's almost like the staff beat around the bush and don't exactly answer anything. And that's frustrating. Hi. Currently, I'm just drinking coffee and trying to think of stuff to talk about.
I'm glad you're on here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be on here. Sorry for postponing the last, several times. It's been pretty rough, if you know what I'm trying to say. And I know it's been rough over there too, and everywhere. So again, I try not, like, my name does sound kind of trollish. Like I'll just keep on posting random stuff or whatever. But in reality, I'm not a troll. I'm just me.
I don't think you're a troll. I mean, you have trolled my channel.
Oh no, not yours. And well, I've been actually accused of being a troll on other channels on YouTube. I would post certain things, and people would be like, "Oh, you're just a troll." Actually, no, it wasn't. It wasn't YouTube. Correction, that was Twitter. And I don't use Twitter that like ever really. But I would post some factual things, and I would be accused of being a troll, and didn't really appreciate that very well. Of course, I tried reporting abuse on the people, but that didn't go very well.
Hmm.
So I'm not a huge Twitter fan anyways. Again, it was Twitter was actually the platform that I started typing on when it came to that house fire in Oregon. It was posted on Fox 12.
Are you
And
in Oregon?
no, I'm on the Washington side.
Oh, okay.
Pretty close to Portland though, which I do not like going over there.
So you get Fox 12 KPTV, right? Or whatever it is.
Yes, I do. Yeah, KPTV.
Huh?
That's correct. Yeah, KPTV.
Right. Val Brooks, I just got off Bal's live stream. He was showing a disturbing story. Wow. Clash with Bal, guys. If you haven't checked him out, check him out. I'm not getting notifications for some reason. It's weird. Oh well. Yeah, I'm familiar with Fox 12. The video was disturbing. I see, or the story of the video was disturbing. Val Brooks says. Hit my like button, guys. I'm 1 from 29. Let me refresh. Okay, let's see what I got. Now I got 29. Okay, I need one more for 30, guys. Seattle Judy, he sounds like a neighbor to us, Michael. I think he's in your state, Seattle Judy. Are you near Walla Walla, Washington, Anonymous?
No.
Are you near Vancouver?
Vancouver area.
Okay, gotcha. You need not say anymore. Gotcha. All right. The neighbor.
Yeah, so it's 9:39 at night. I had to go upstairs, so I'm away from the computer downstairs that I was using to type in chat because it's a lot easier typing on a keyboard rather than typing on the screen. If you know where I'm coming from, and yeah, the children are downstairs. They open up their iPads and they're playing games and whatever. So I had to move somewhere quiet.
That's good, right?
Oh yeah. School tomorrow morning for my niece, so she'll be going to bed here in the near future. And the sad thing is, my son just woke up from a nap probably about 20 or 30 minutes ago. About the time that around the time that I sent that email, he woke up shortly before that.
Oh wow. Well, it's sure nice to have you on panel.
Thank you. Is there any questions that you have for me? I know
yeah.
the military service was one of the questions back, when I first started showing up in your chats, and so
were you in the Army?
Yes, I was.
And did we already go over this or not?
We went over it in chat, but this is the first time that I've actually been on panel, and so. Yeah, I was in the Army from 2008 to 2014, just under 6 years. I was in for 5 years, 11 months, 7 days. I medically retired out of Fort Lewis.
Fort Lewis, Washington.
That's correct. I would drive down to my area about every weekend, except when I was pulling 24-hour duty and things like that. And it's one of those times. I know we talked about the other source subject, which I don't want to bring up while on voice, but it was the incident that happened during my military service. And when I got out, I ended up flying up to Alaska 3 times.
Oh, wow.
And so it was a lot of fun, to say the least. Not really. I was kind of being sarcastic, but yeah. So that's pretty much about that. I mean, is there anything? Did you ever order anything from Omaha?
No, I did not. Not yet. I'm gonna
Oh.
wait. I'm gonna wait till my ship comes in.
Okay. Okay.
Get it? So ship comes in, not a real ship. I'm waiting for my ship to come in. Let's put it that way. I don't want to go more into that at all because.
Right. I mean, the other thing that I can do is the next time we do place an order, we can pick up a couple extra, and just drive it down to you or whatever. I mean, I have no issues with doing that. But now that leads into, where to meet and all that type of stuff. But I would have no issues doing that.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can go back downstairs. Maybe it's a little bit quieter.
Val Brooks leave us? She's lagging again, she said. Oh, that was way up there.
I'm gonna turn off my mic for a little bit while I come down here, so we don't get any background noise.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go ahead and take over for. We have 8 watching now. I'm getting warm, so I got to turn off the heat because I'm getting warm. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. I had to turn off the heat, man. It's getting warm around here. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. No, I'm not going to do that. Anyways, where are we? Still got a little water left. I can get some more later. Hello, Jet. How are you? Good to see you, Jet. I started late
Is it
because.
humid down there where you're at?
What's that?
Is it very humid where you're at? It feels humid up here.
No, it's kind of cold here.
Oh, okay.
I just turned off the heater. I feel better now.
Okay, awesome.
Val Brooks said my internet keeps lagging. Sorry to hear that, Val Brooks.
Waiting for. There we go. Okay, now I can refresh this page.
Tom's Republican. Do you like Boris Johnson?
Forrest Johnston?
Yeah, the Prime Minister of England.
I actually don't know much about him. I tried not getting.
He looks like Donald J. Trump.
Oh, wait a minute. I look at that. Johnson. I have seen him in the news, but I kind of skip over Boris items. I actually don't know much about him, to be honest. I can't say whether I like him or not. I just did a quick Google search, and he is the leader of the Conservative Party since July 2019. But again, I don't go based on politics completely. I go off of, actual specific details on whether or not I like a person.
Val Brooks says my internet keeps lagging. Oh man, that's not good. Boris Johnson is more like a Trump. Hey, Mother Nature! Can you come on panel? Mother Nature? I'd love to have you. You can't fool Mother Nature.
That's correct.
That's Mother Nature. She's awesome. Calls me Jack because I do Jack Nicholson. You ready for this? I know she wants to hear this. This is Jack Nicholson. Hello, Mother Nature. You can't handle the truth. That's my Jack Nicholson, guys.
That was awesome.
Did it sound like him?
I thought so.
Yay! Yay! This is an eclectic group, guys. I just got home, laugh out loud. From where? Mother Nature, where'd you go? Did you go to Canada? Did you go to Washington, state of Washington? You've been in the state of Washington. I haven't been in the state of Washington, man.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I've been there, but not recently. It's been a long time since I've been in the state of Washington.
Oh, a lot has changed even in the last 20 or so years that I've lived up here.
Well, state of Washington reminds me of Oregon with the trees and all that.
Yes. A lot of hiking areas. There was that Eagle Creek fire that destroyed a good portion of the gorge trails back in 2017, I think it was.
Uh-huh. Can you see Mount Helens from where you're at, dude?
Yes, I can.
I can't. I heard when that thing erupted in so 20 whatever so years ago.
Oh,
they had ash in Salem, Oregon.
If I remember correctly.
What's that?
I think that was May of 1980, so 21 years ago.
There you go.
Again, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Looking it up real quick first. March. Oh, it was March of 1980. Correction. So yeah, 21 years ago.
Wow. Seattle Judy says your Larry King is pretty good. This is Larry King, Toledo, Ohio. You're on the air with Larry King. From Walla Walla. Oh, wait. From Walla Walla, Washington. You're on the air with Larry King. Walla Walla, Washington. Checking in.
That's another person I don't know much about. I mean, granted, I heard of him, but I've never watched his talk shows or anything.
How about Pierce Morgan?
No, I have not, but I did hear about him quitting recently.
Yep, exactly. I liked his accent. He's from England.
Right. The England accent, or the accent from English people, is actually very, intriguing. I actually enjoy it. It sounds great. It sounds proper. I can't I can't do any sounds or anything like that. I can only act like myself. I'm not a Jay Greenbaum or whatever.
You can't do an English accent, mate?
Nope.
Why not? Why not, sir? You should be able to do an English accent, I'm sure.
No, actually, I really can't. I'm very monotone.
Uh-huh. Nothing wrong with that.
It's, everybody has their uniqueness, and I try to think of things, and I'm told that I have a very mechanical brain. Not that it actually functions great.
Are you smart?
Used to be, not anymore. Abused some psychiatric medications back in 2012, and my math has never been the same since.
Wow. Who messed you up, Kaiser?
I was in the army at the time.
Oh.
And I walked into an apartment that was mine. I was paying for it where nobody was supposed to be in. And my wife at the time was taking a shower with a naked man in the living room, to sum it up short.
Oh my goodness.
So I ended up going insane and abused some psychiatric meds. I had a 90-day supply, and I took it in about 2.5 weeks.
Are you married now or no?
Yes, I am. I got married again with my second wife a few years ago,
Uh-huh.
and we do have our first. Well, we do have two children together, but the first child is 3.5, and the second one, like I said, is just over a month. And we'll see how tonight goes. She's actually at the hospital right now. It's just me and the two kids here. My niece, not my daughter, and
Your wife's in the hospital now?
yes, she's hanging out with our daughter, who's supposed to be released tomorrow. So
Is your wife doing okay?
emotionally, not really, because this is in our personal opinions. She should have been released like my personal opinion, 2 weeks ago. Hers, she saw that she could be released a few days ago, but it kept on getting postponed because these people who work with newborns actually have their own way of feeding. And we've had probably about 18, 19, 20 different people working with our daughter.
Wow.
They don't know how to properly feed her. And so what they do is when she doesn't finish the bottle, they just put it in through the feeding tube. And then you have other people that are like, "Hey, no, she's doing great." And then you have other ones that are like, "Oh no, she didn't even take a full bottle. She only had like 5 milliliters."
Uh-huh.
And it's been the going back and forth. So she had the feeding tube removed a few days ago, and then it was put back in. And today, the second feeding tube has been removed. So
Wow.
again, it's like
Damn.
I am really. I tried calling people. They didn't like my attitude. Again, when I bring up facts and find inconsistencies and I start asking questions, I expect answers. And they better be, pull out the crayons and uh, cardboard and tell me exactly what's going on.
I'm
But
sorry to hear this.
oh, it's all good. It's all good. It's the way it is, and the complaint went nowhere. We talked to the people earlier today, and in fact, I was threatened to be kicked out and never being able to go into that hospital today ever again,
Wow.
because my attitude to the staff was unsatisfactory. All I'm doing is asking questions. I raise my voice when I have to repeat the question multiple times, and I never swore, to be honest. Well, except for today. Today I did use one swear word, but not at the person.
You don't swear very often, though, do you?
I actually do, but I do
You
have
don't
a
swear on
swear.
here, right?
No, no, I will not swear on yours. And if I do, it would be completely on accident. But you'll hear me say, and stuff like that. That's me blocking out swear words. I'm using my filter that I actually do have. And I don't have to swear all the time. I could have full on conversations without swearing.
I,
And
I mean, I'm
so,
just
oh,
saying.
go ahead.
No, no, no. You're fine. El Rey, I know what's going on. The right to remain silent. Good day. Okay, El Rey. That's what Mr. Turtle basically said. He's silent. And he left. I don't know why he left. He should have stayed. But then what do I know? I'm not a shrink, so.
Who left?
Anyways, huh?
Who left? Sorry about that. My niece came in, so I had to mute the mic.
Oh, okay. Um, where were we? Well,
Wait, what? I know what's
I'm at a
going.
loss for words, guys.
I know what's going on. The right to remain silent. Good day. What does that mean?
I think don't talk to the police officers. I think that's what he's referring to. I could be totally wrong, but I think that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, El Ray, please.
I can understand when it comes to my city's police department, not to talk to them, but all of the other police departments around here, including the Clark County deputies, they are absolutely amazing. The Clark
Is
County sheriffs, I have never had an issue with. I open carry in front of them. Pistols, by the way, live ammunition, handguns. I open carry around them. No problems whatsoever.
is Clark County Seattle or no?
No, Clark County is Vancouver, Washougal, Camas, Ridgefield. I believe Ridgefield's part of Clark County still. That could have gone into Cowlitz at that point. I don't go up there very often anymore. Um, Battleground is in Clark, and Hawkinson is in Clark. It's in the lower southwest Washington, and
Gotcha.
I can open carry in front of them, no issues whatsoever. Now, of course, my city's police department, they are actually the least hated police department in all of Clark County.
Wow.
Yes. So when it comes to, let's just say, Vancouver police, they are the worst police department in the county. Everywhere else, they're awesome. I've had no issues. I used to we used to get picked up by the police department all the time, like police officers, because my mother would call us defiant back in our teenage years. So they would drive us the 2-minute drive home and then drop us off. And then we'd sneak out the next night. So they started making jokes and saying that my mother had them on speed dial. But again, I've never had a bad run in with any police department, any law enforcement officer.
Hello, Polyglocks.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Hello, Polyglocks. How you doing? Seattle Judy says it's very emotional when it comes to protecting our children.
Oh, you are absolutely correct. I just noticed that. Sorry about that, Seattle Judy.
Yeah, Mother Nature. Okay, can you come on panel, Mother Nature? Would love to have you if you can. Great in yourself. I'm doing great as well. Touch and go today earlier, but I'm doing greater tonight. Good to see you, Polyglocks and Mother Nature for a few minutes. Sure. All right. Let me get you on here. That'd be nice. Mother Nature. I think I have you on. Yes, I do. Okay. I'm going to send you a link for Mother Nature. Mother Nature is, can I just say, Mother Nature, you are awesome. Can I just say that? All right. I sent Mother Nature a link. Scottish Furry Freedom Media. Greetings. Hello. Greetings to all, he says. And I say hello. All right. So we'll wait for Mother Nature to come on. Love to have her on. She's awesome. All of you guys are awesome. Just saying. So I'm sorry I cut you off, Anonymous Republican.
Hey, no problem at all. I'm just about to drink a little bit more coffee, step outside and smoke, and wait for Mother Nature to get on for a little bit. And I mean, if you want, I could get off while Mother Nature's on, and that's up to you. I don't care either way.
You could stay.
Oh, okay, sounds good. I'll remute the mic for a few minutes because I'm back downstairs, and again, games are going on right now, so no problem. Interrupt me at all costs. Like, go for it.
All right. Polyglocks, you heat up Anaheim today. Mother Nature laughed loud. It was 94. Wow, that how come it can't get that hot here? Darn it. I had the heat on for a little while. I turned it off. So Val Brooks gives Mother Nature a heart. Oh, how sweet. Mother Nature is a fantastic lady. So are you, Val Brooks, and so is Seattle Judy. So is Natalisa. So is every Seattle Judy's a lovely person. You guys are just fantastic group of people. Whoever I missed, you're fantastic and fabulous as well. Just saying. Just waiting now for Mother Nature to come on. She's always a good guest. Has a lot of good things to say. She's just awesome. Let's see what else can we touch on if there's anything. I'm just thinking, and I can't remember. I know Mother Nature knows Joe Cool. And people in here know who Joe Cool is. Let's see. Check out Ricky Monday, guys. He does good content. Check out Laura Shark. And also check out Tom Zebra, guys. Good people. Good people. Val Brooks says we are all just a cyber family. Right on, Val Brooks. Just a lot of good people. Polyglock says prayers and good vibes sent out to Ricky Monday's daughter. Get well soon. Yes. Pray for Ricky Monday's. Is she still in the hospital? Polyglocks? I will pray for her. A lot of good people here, man. A lot of good people, yes. I will pray for Ricky Monday's daughter to get well. Mr. Turtle, you're still alive? Yes. Still alive. It hasn't been 2 hours. Just saying. Prayers for Paulie and his family, and to his family. Prayers for Ricky Monday and his daughter. She's in the Children's Hospital in LA. I will too. Thank you, Val Brooks. Definitely I'll pray for Ricky Monday's daughter and Ricky Monday. Good people, man. There's good people here. That's what I love about doing this show, that there are good people in here. Mother Nature, where are you? Mr. Prayers for Ricky and his daughter. Many prayers. And then add heartfelt thought. Yes, Mr. Turtle, thank you. Polyglocks, Ricky is family to me. We're very good friends. Thanks, Turtle, says Polyglocks. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Polyglocks. You're good. You're a good man. You're awesome. So is Anonymous Republican. Seattle Judy. Paulie, tell Ricky I send prayers for that beautiful little girl. Amen, Seattle Judy. Mother Nature's knocking. Hello, beautiful Mother Nature. How are you?
I'm all right. Thank you for the compliment. How you doing, Mike?
You are awesome. I'm doing great. It's sure great to see you.
Right on, buddy. It's good to see you too, man.
Yeah. And you're in Oregon now, right?
Yeah, I've been in Oregon for a while.
Oh, okay.
Since September, I believe.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
You're up near Portland, though, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you.
I'm more like I'm like 2 hours away from Idaho, I believe it is.
Oh, near Ontario, right?
No.
That,
I'm
that,
in Oregon. It's called Meacham. I literally live on the old Oregon Trail, like the original Oregon Trail.
okay.
Yep. But let's see, it took me 3 hours to drive to Portland.
That's how long it takes you to get to Portland?
Yeah.
Uh,
From where I am.
Is
Mr.
that
Turtle.
with or without traffic?
Huh?
Is that with or without bad traffic?
There wasn't really much traffic.
Oh, okay. So that's like light
Yeah.
traffic.
It was
Oh,
all right. I'm a fast driver anyway.
okay. Sorry
I have
for
a I
interrupting.
have a Jeep Commander, and when I'm driving, you're good. When I'm driving and I got my lights on, especially my fog lights, people just tend to move out of the way a little bit easier. So
That is awesome.
just saying.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. I've been having a lot of fun lately. That's where I just kind of got home from, was adventuring, if that's what you want to call it. But it was awesome. There was a beautiful sunset and beautiful spot and everything. I loved it.
But you took a road trip to state of Washington, right?
I did. I went to Seattle, Washington for a couple days. It was awesome. We went up to the Space Needle.
Oh,
That was very, very, just saying, that was very, very nerve-wracking. And I kind of tried to conquer a fear, because I have a horrible, horrible fear of heights. You know what I mean? And so I'm up on the Space Needle and it starts getting all windy and shit. The whole thing is like moving. I'm just like, oh my God, we're going to die. But yeah, we didn't die.
How much it cost to get in that thing, Space Needle?
30-40 bucks a person, I believe.
Oh wow! You can't.
Yeah, it was my daughters and myself.
You can't use a wheelchair, can you?
You can. You just I don't know if you can go on the outside of the needle on the top, but I know that there is a way that you would be able to go up to the top of it.
Oh, cool. Because there's a restaurant there, right?
I think so. It was closed when I went because of the COVID crap.
COVID, yeah. I might want to take an adventure up there. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Definitely. Yeah, I was definitely Mother Nature today, 100%. I had a flap jacket is what it's called, or flap vest or some shit. It has like a bunch of pockets and everything.
Uh-huh.
And because I was on my little adventure, and it gets annoying having to like try to grab everything all at once. And so I was just like, you know what, F this. And I ended up just wearing my funky vest, and it worked out perfect.
Cool. Anonymous Republic, you have a question for Mother Nature? He says he's back.
I can't think of anything at the moment. I mean, Oregon, Washington is a very beautiful area. I mean, I guess how do you like the eastern side?
I think it's all beautiful up here. It's gorgeous. I love the scenery.
Isn't it deserty there?
No, not at all. Let me see if I can pull up the video. Or I don't even know if you guys can see it on that. Hold on. And thank you, Mr. Turtle. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Turtle.
Thank you, Mr. Turtle. All right, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but This is what it looks like here.
Oh wow, that is very beautiful.
Oh, here, hold on.
Yeah, let me try to flip the camera and maybe focus on it a
Here we
little
go.
more.
Show it again, if you can. I've got
Yeah, one sec.
I've got you on full screen here.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that is pretty. It's
Come
not.
on, focus. I don't know why it's not focusing. It doesn't like me. Sorry.
It does look pretty,
electronic.
though.
Gotta love it.
It is
Yeah.
very beautiful. The video is actually very clear. But like I said, it doesn't want to focus. And StreamYards doesn't let you try to focus nothing.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, those are all trees if you can kind of see them. Whatever.
That looks
But-
way different than like the eastern side of Washington. I know where Michael's coming from. The eastern side of Washington, right when you pass over the mountains, it turns into complete desert. Then you have like the windmills and everything over by Goldendale. It's practically all desert.
Oh,
on
okay.
the Washington side.
I live
But-
by Pendleton.
Oh,
Okay, I know where you're at.
okay.
I'm 30. Yeah, I live 30 minutes from Pendleton.
I want to get a Pendleton for this weather here. I used to have one. My brother, it was a hand me down by my brother Jack Sneed. So I took over it when he went into the army.
Nice.
Seattle G says, when I was a kid, went to the World's Fair in 1962. Space Needle cost $1, and the observation deck had a cable railing, no glass. Pretty scary. Wow. There's a restaurant up top too, I heard. It's expensive, but I'd like to do that. Maybe one of these. Who knows?
You're an Oregonian yourself. Oreganja.
There you go. How do you like Oregon, Mother Nature?
I love it. It's beautiful here. I'm actually gonna probably be moving when like just before school starts back down to California.
Wise
So-
choice, because I miss California. I miss
I
stomping grounds.
I'll be honest. I don't really miss California. I don't.
I do.
California, where I lived, it wasn't that great. I'll just be honest. You know, it wasn't. It was very fucking ghetto. I lived in Lake Elsinore, and it stunk. You know what I mean? It was retarded. I didn't like it. But and the people there's a lot of like crackheads and shit like that, especially where I had lived. You know, so
a lot of criminal activity. It sounds like.
oh yeah, definitely. I had somebody ended up stealing my GPS right out of my right out of my Jeep one day. You know, I had left the window down a little bit. It wasn't even all the way down, but I left the window down a little bit enough to where it wouldn't like get so hot when I went back in there because it's California, it's hot. And yeah, once I went back into my Jeep, it was gone.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is horrible.
Yeah, it was. I was really upset, to be honest, but then I got over it. You have to. You know, what else can you do about it?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I miss the San Fernando Valley in California. That's what I miss.
San Fernando Valley.
Yeah.
I've grown San Fernando Valley OG. Cannabis strain, I'm sorry. Just
Hey,
being honest.
I'm all for it. I'm all for the actual legalization at the federal level of it. I mean,
Yeah,
here's
we
what-
need to legalize it federally so then they can fucking just sorry, I need to stop cussing. My apologies, Mike. They
You're
need to legalize it. They need to legalize it so then they can stop attacking all the petty stuff that's going on. You know, once they legalize it federally, they'll be able to like the cannabis stores, dispensaries, and everybody, they'll be able to actually have a bank account. Once they're able to accept debit cards and all that other stuff, that right there makes it to where the government gets in on it. You know, that's why it's not legal federally yet. You know, that's not the only reason why, but that's the main majority reason, because they just want to tax it. You know, once they're able to tax it and get their money and their chunk of change off of it, then at a federal legal or a federal level, it will be legal.
Well, I mean,
They want
Colorado
5 times fast.
was it the first?
Utah,
Oh, go ahead.
Utah will be like, oh, sorry I interrupted you. I just want to get this
you're
up.
good. You're good. Go for it.
Utah will probably be one of the last states to legalize it. Go ahead, Anonymous Republican. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh no,
Utah.
on, like I said, it's your panel. You can interrupt me whenever you want. I'll try not to interrupt you. So, anyways, Colorado, what was it? The first 2 years they had a tax revenue of some ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, they were able to bring. You're right. I don't mean to interrupt you, but they were able to bring art and music back to their schools and teach arts and music again, because they had to stop teaching that because the state ran out of money. You know, I actually was there just before they legalized it. I had my red card out there because that's when I hurt my back at the first time I hurt my back, and so I ended up getting my red card, and that made it to where I could go to the dispensary. You know what I mean? And that was just before it became legal out there.
Of course. And again,
that was a long time ago.
In reality, I mean, you know, now I'm going to bring out facts and personal opinions all in one statement. But marijuana only became illegal due to racist rhetoric. That's it. That's the only reason why marijuana became illegal. And
no.
I do not agree with it.
No, that's not why it became illegal. It became illegal because it's a and they say it's a gateway drug because it actually helps release certain things in your mind. Your body is actually made up of CBD components and THC components as well. You know what I mean? Your genes and your DNA has that stuff in it. You know, you were made up of this, the THC. And honestly, they ended up making it to where it was just like the tea, what was it called? That Tea Party shit stuff. You know what I mean? I'm trying really hard, Mike. that Tea Party Act.
I don't swear I'm fine.
I'm still going to agree with racist rhetoric because the same person who made submachine guns illegal and full autos back in 1934, if I remember correctly, also helped with making illegal marijuana. His name is Harry J. Anslinger, and he actually was the government official, the first commissioner of the United States Treasury Department's Federal Bureau of Narcotics.
Do you know when they made cannabis illegal?
They made it illegal in the 1960s.
Okay. And when did Reefer Madness come out? Remember that movie? Or hearing about it?
I've actually never seen that movie, but I have heard of it.
Okay. And there was a reason why they did that. And that's when they ended up making it illegal. And if you actually do a little bit of research on it, it's not anything to do with racist, nothing. It has to do with money. Because they couldn't tax cannabis.
That was
okay, they couldn't tax cannabis. And so therefore they wanted to make it illegal because they couldn't tax it. There was no way they could tax it. You know what I mean? They were actually making all of our paper, our money, everything from hemp. Hemp is a byproduct of cannabis. It all is the same thing. You know what I mean? It's just a different strain. You know?
How they distinguish between hemp and cannabis is hemp has only, 3% THC, where cannabis is anything higher than 3%, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've done research on this. And taking a look into
It is. It's 3%. You're right. With the THC level, and cannabis doesn't give you hallucinations. They
No.
tried to put that out there with the Reefer Madness movie, that it gives you hallucinations and everything else. It's actually a huge medicinal medicine. It's medicine. It's a flower. You know what I mean? You don't make it in a bathtub. You don't sit there with your test tubes and stuff and come up in a chemistry lab and be like, here's a pill. You know, this is something that's natural and grown. And in my opinion, if we were to grow hemp, because hemp actually filters out our soil, if people didn't know that, we would actually be able to help clean up the Fukushima mess and everything else. Like, seriously, you know, hemp and cannabis, we actually kind of need it in this world for it to be better. You know, people just, I'm hoping that more people take that into like account, you know, that they can actually realize that and not just be so against it because of an old movie or old past judgments against it. You know what I mean? And that's
how do
what
you
I
explain
that's
the
what I do
narrative?
on YouTube. That's what
How
I
do you
normally do on YouTube, is I promote cannabis healing. And so I'm a big part of the cannabis community on here. I know a lot about it.
So now here's a question for you. How would you explain the narrative talking about, quote, some let's see, who is Harry Ainslinger, same person that I just talked about,
I don't know who that
also
is. I'm
created
sorry.
a narrative around the idea that cannabis made black people forget their place in society.
Who? What the fuck?
That's Harry Ainslinger talking about marijuana.
Okay.
I'm looking at the article right now. Harry Ainslinger was
Yeah.
racist, and he was in control of what turned into the department. The Drug Enforcement Agency. Correction, Drug Enforcement Agency, the DEA. And it was back when it was the Federal Bureau of Narcotics, and they pushed these ideas on people. There's commercials out there that were talking about how marijuana would make a white female go after black males. And
That's where
it
Reefer
was like,
Madness comes in. Yeah, that's
again,
what's
there's
on that movie.
commercials, and there's a lot of racist rhetoric which scared white people, and anybody that used it, they wanted punished. Part of the reason
That's I don't mean to interrupt, dude, but that's why I asked if you ever heard of the movie Madness, because that's
right, I've
exactly
heard
what
of
that
it. I've
is.
never watched it. I don't
Yeah.
prefer black and white movies, and high school, I graduated high school like 15, 16 years ago. Maybe a little longer than that, actually. Anyways, it doesn't matter when I graduated.
I
But
know,
yeah,
I think of
they
the
talk
same
about,
thing, dude. I'm probably the same age as you. So
Hello, conspiracy media. Just trying to get that
let's
hello
see,
out there. Go
drug
ahead.
through 19. I'm just reading this Business Insider or a Business Insider article and trying to find more, um, you know, to further my claims that a lot of it had to do with racist rhetoric. There was the tax problem too. There really was, because again, we're talking about the federal government being a business. But my personal opinion is, if marijuana was a person who was convicted of a crime, it would have a retrial because of the incidents that happened. It was all rhetoric, and again, dealing with finances. Let's see, the Boggs Act. All right, so the Controlled Substances Act of 1970, passed under President Nixon, repealed the Marijuana Tax Act and instead made cannabis a Schedule One drug, the most serious class, of course. And let's see, remains a. But to this day, it remains in that category, and criminalization still disproportionately affects minority groups in the U.S. And oh, I guess I'm just chatting away. Sorry about that. I was looking at the computer screen. Like I said, I'm using two different devices right now.
Where did Mother Nature go? She dropped off.
It looked like before I well, when I paused for a moment, it looked like she was having an internet connection problem or something. Maybe she was buffering, and um, but yeah, I mean, again, I still don't have an issue with the green stuff being removed from the Controlled Substances Act altogether. I think it would be great for especially United States veterans of of all ethnicities. I'm not a racist by any means.
Take care, Mr. Turtle. I just had to tell him, take care. He said, take care, Malloy. I said, take care, Mr. Turtle. Sorry to interrupt you again. Once again, I'm sorry.
Hey, you're fine, Michael. Again, this is my first time being on, and I'm, this is actually my first time being on any panel, and I try to keep to myself, and that's also part of the reason why it took so long for me to get the courage to come on, if you know what I'm trying to say. And again, I like going off of facts, and that's again facts and opinions. I wasn't disagreeing with Mother Nature, but
Mother Nature. Speaking about Mother Nature's coming in right now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm sorry about that. My internet went out. I have really bad internet here. I live in the middle of the mountains in a cabin. If you guys can tell, that's a cabin. But yeah, sorry about that. I didn't mean to just drop out.
Fine. I kind of figured that's what was going on. So you're good. You're good. And so again, like, I mean, I'm not trying to disagree with you, but racism actually, like, in my personal opinion, did still play a role in the
So is my stuff still chopping up?
It is. I was just about to talk to you.
Oh, okay, my bad. But no, I can agree with you. I can see what you're saying and everything. I do. I just that it was all propaganda, of course. You know what I mean? That's all it was.
And you are 100% correct on that. A lot of it was propaganda, and it was an agenda that they wanted to go. And Harry Anslinger, which I keep on bringing up because he was one of the main people to try to go for people's rights. And my personal opinion, marijuana is a plant. It's a right to grow. It's not a privilege. It cannot be taken away. It's a dang plant. If you know, like, come on.
Yeah.
And it has no.
That's why I don't call it. Yeah, I don't even call it marijuana. I call it cannabis because that's what it is. It's cannabis. It's not. I don't smoke weed. You know what I mean? I like, I can sit there and be like, yeah, I smoke weed, I get high, fucking, I smoke that dang shit, nothing, stuff like that. You know, I could be like that, but I don't say it like that because that's not how it is for me. I honestly do use it for medical purposes. You know what I mean?
So
I have,
in a sense, it's like the word marijuana is more of a discriminative term towards cannabis, and I can respect that. I'll start because in reality, you are correct. You have cannabis sativa, cannabis indica, cannabis ruderalis, and what I think there's a fourth one, but the one that's very unique is the ruderalis and how it self buds and it can withstand freezing weather in Russia. Like, that mind blows me.
The ruderalis is a dope ass plant. There's a strain called duckfoot that one of my friends actually grows, and it's one of those kind of that particular strain, and that the leaves on it itself are just crazy, but it helps the potency on the medicinal factor on it actually make it to where it's that much more better when it comes to helping provide medical relief for people. You know, it really does cure cancer. It helps people not have seizures. You know what I mean? It's like, those are real facts, and they really do help people. Like, it helps me not have so much pain. It also helps me not focus on it doesn't take away my pain, not my back pain. Like, if I have stomach pain or something like that, it'll help my stomach pain not cramp up and stuff like that. But it does not take away my back pain. It makes it to where I don't think so much about my my back, because that's all I think about. It hurts 24/7. You know, when you have to deal with a lower back injury, people understand it doesn't ever stop. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can really do. And
no, there's not. I suffer from a lower back pain myself, and
so it doesn't make the pain go away, but it does help you take your mind off of it when it comes to that excruciating pain. But there are so many other medicinal properties and things ailments. That's the word I was looking for. So many other ailments that it can actually help with, you know? So that's what I try to help people learn. You know, I don't try to put it out there like, oh, you need to smoke weed. No, I hope people have an open mind with it, you know, because it is a beneficial plant and something that can change the world, literally, you know.
You're absolutely correct. And the way that a lot of people agree with is to treat it like alcohol, which actually is more serious than this plant.
Conspiracy is I have my medical card here in Utah. Utah will be the last to legalize marijuana.
I just read that too.
Yep. He got it in Utah though. That it's medically it's legal if you have a medical card. But people smoke it in Utah without having a medical card. Come on, you know that.
Yeah, before I ever had a medical card, I definitely was smoking marijuana. That's how you want to say it. I was smoking the doobies.
See, there you go.
I'll try to respect your opinion and use the word cannabis rather than like.
I was joking. I was just being a smart ass.
Oh, it's serious, man.
No, I was really smoking before I ever consumed it medicinally. Yes, I was. But I was just joking about how I said it. I was being a smartass.
Oh, okay.
Val Brooks, is marijuana legal in the state of Illinois where you're at or not? I should say Illinois. Oh, I can find out from Google. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure it is. My buddy lives in Chicago. Unless you need a medical card, but I think it's legal. I could be wrong. Who knows? I'm blonde, right? No.
Cannabis use in
Hold on, that's not it. Hey, Google,
yes, Val Brooks
is
sorry. Go ahead.
Legal pot. What Val Brooks said it's legal. No, hold on.
Is Illinois recreational for cannabis?
Recreational for cannabis.
Here it is. Nature's treatment of Illinois.
No, wait.
It looks like
what did it say?
Marijuana legal in the state of Illinois.
According to Weed Maps, J.B. Pritzker signed the legislation on June 20, 2019. This act legalized cannabis for adult use, making the state the 11th in the nation to do so. With Senate Floor Amendment 2, Illinois became the first state in history to legalize cannabis usage via legislation rather than public referendum.
Wow. You didn't have to vote. It was a referendum. Val Brooks, you're lucky you can have pot. Utah, you have to have a card. If you don't have a card and they catch you, the Utah cops are horrible. They will arrest you.
Yeah, that is definitely a state I would not bring any sort of things. Now, I don't possess any of it at any point in time, just because although Washington State is, decriminalized, I prefer the right to bear arms. And on the ATF form that I have to sign and all throughout, that is an unlawful use due to it being illegal at the federal level, especially being a Schedule 1 drug where you are not allowed to get a prescription for it. And that's where, define prescription. It's not an authorized prescription at the federal level. Let me rephrase that. So I like my Second Amendment. I do carry firearms, and it's either have green or possess firearms, and I cannot have both.
Well, I know marijuana is legal in the state of Oregon, except if the feds catch you, you're in deep doo-doo.
Exactly. Exactly, and that's the same in all the states. If you deal with the federal government, you can still be charged federally, which is a
Yes.
different type of jurisdiction. If you commit a crime in one state, then you hop over to a different state and commit the same crime, you can be charged in
But
three
the
different jurisdictions.
but the feds aren't gonna Mickey Mouse around with small pot. You know that.
Not small, but there was in Eastern Washington people who had a community greenhouse, I think is what they call it as, and that's where a collective garden or whatever. Uh, they were had a few people part of this, which was legal. However, the amount of plants that they had was actually well higher than what Washington State allowed. So Washington State came, removed the extra plants, and called it a day. Federal government came in and raided the place. Now it turns out there's more to that story. They were distributing marijuana or cannabis, correction, cannabis. They were distributing cannabis to the streets as an illicit drug rather than the medicinal side, although they did have the grow cards.
Val Brooks wants to know where's Jay Greenbaum. He would know. He was my
It's
co-worker.
not. It's.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry to interrupt, Mike, but Kick-Ass Rock says absolutely correct. No matter if a state legalizes it or not, it's still illegal to possess it, and that's incorrect. I'm sorry. When I lived in California, I live in Oregon. Both of these states are recreational. You are allowed to possess up to an ounce on your body. If you have more than an ounce, that's when you have any kind of problem whatsoever. You're not allowed to consume it while you're driving. And if you have it and you're transporting it, they recommend for you to put it into your trunk so it's out of your hand reach. You're not allowed to be able to reach it within hand's reach. Like you can't bend over your seat and be able to reach it or something, or have it in your console. But you are allowed to possess up to an ounce. You will not get in trouble if you are in a recreational state and you have up to 1 ounce on you.
Hello,
Just letting you
Federal
guys know.
jurisdiction generally doesn't apply to within state. There has to be a
I'm
reason.
talking about if a state is recreational. It doesn't matter if you have a card. It doesn't matter if you have any ailments or not. You can walk into any recreational state with your other state ID, purchase something from a dispensary up to an ounce, no matter what, and be able to walk out of that store. You're
Yes,
only
you can.
allowed to purchase 1 ounce per day, and you are allowed legally to possess it. I know this for a fact.
That's
I buy
just like in
cannabis
Washington
all the time.
One of my
Just
friends turned
saying.
away from
If
North
the
Carolina.
feds catch you with under an ounce, your ass is not going to jail. I'm just saying.
Not
I'm sorry. I'm not
unless
trying
you
to be
cross
rude,
over
but
state
if you
line.
have the FBI catches you with an ounce, they're gonna laugh. You're not going to jail, especially if you're in a recreational state. A recreational state means that you don't have to have your medicinal card in order to consume cannabis.
You do have
They're
a
You know what I mean?
gonna
So you
have
don't have to have a card or a doctor recommendation to say that you're allowed to consume cannabis. You're allowed to smoke weed. You don't have to have that if you're in a recreational state like Oregon or California, something like that. Michigan,
or Washington for that.
yeah, Washington, Illinois. There's many states that have gone legal. You are allowed to possess up to 1 ounce. But if you have anything more than that, you will get in trouble. Just saying.
Yes, and the
my-
other factor is if I cross over into Oregon and buy
Okay,
weed,
that's not. I'm not saying that you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't say you could
That's
do
a different
that.
story. That's where
That's a
federal
different
government comes
story.
in.
You know, that's being illegal. That is illegal. That is not legal yet, because it's not legal on a federal level. And once it becomes legal on a federal level, they're going to have to come up with all new regulation and jurisdictions when it comes to traveling with cannabis and everything else like that, because of that trafficking. You know, that's why you're
Absolutely.
not allowed to possess a concealed fire weapons permit and have a cannabis card at the same time, because that's literally trafficking. You know, you have legal weed and then you have a legal gun. They're not going to let you have both. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They're not.
Exactly. And like that's where my predicament is, and I choose the other one. Now, of course, like I stated, I have no issues. Honestly, I think it should be legalized and removed from the Controlled Substances Act. But until that happens, I will not possess or consume cannabis.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't
And
blame you. I don't blame you. You got to take care of you and your family first, man. You know? And I
absolutely,
totally understand. But do you know that you are allowed to consume CBD and it is completely legal?
yes, I
Just so
do.
you know.
Yes,
CBD and THC are completely two different things. That's is what I help a lot of veterans with, to be honest. I'm proud of myself for this one, because a lot of veterans don't understand that. They don't know that THC and CBD are two different things. You know what I
there's
mean?
also
So
two
because they're a
drugs
lot
that the FDA.
they're afraid of losing their benefits. You know, a lot of veterans are afraid of losing their benefits, but they're in pain. They want some kind of pain relief, you know, and they do want to try that, but they're afraid of losing their benefits. And I've actually helped a lot of people like realize that THC and CBD are two different things, you know,
There was
and
actually a
you're
letter
allowed to
that
have
there was
CBD in your system.
there was a letter that came out from the VA that stated if you see a doctor and they prescribe where you have that cannabis use card
Yeah,
for
that's
medical reasons,
different for sure.
you
You
are
know,
not
that's
going
totally
you are
different.
not
But
going to
if
lose
I'm just
benefits.
saying, if you don't have any kind of recommendation from a doctor, you're allowed to use CBD. You don't have to be afraid of using
Well,
that. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
that's all
and
I'm saying.
The FDA actually approved two CBD derivatives medications. One of them is cannabidiol, if I remember correctly. Let me do canna.
Val Brooks says my daughter takes gummies. Great show,
Mhm.
Michael. Thank you, Dijah. England, it's
Cannabidiol.
not legal in England to smoke marijuana. Just saying. So you Englanders out there like Dijah, don't get caught smoking pot around the police departments.
Wait, that's not right.
What's not right?
Oh,
It is right in England.
product FDA.
England did not legalize marijuana. Canada did, but not England. Nope, I don't like it, says Dijah. Well, I'm just saying it's illegal in England if you get caught.
Is it Dija or Diga?
It's Digga, but I call him Dijah.
Okay, I just had to make sure because I was like, kind of confused. Sorry.
No, Digga. I just don't like. I don't like saying.
No, I get you. I get
It's
it. I get it.
myself. It's myself. It's not anybody else. So I just call him Dijah. But if
I
you
understand.
can call him Digga. He gave me permission to call him Dijah.
Well, listen, there's somebody that comes around and chats and stuff in my area, and his name is Big Daddy. I don't call nobody that. You know, not I don't even have a dad. Just be real. You know what I mean? That's probably why I won't. You know, but anytime he comes around, I call him Pops. You know what I mean? So I totally understand.
It's a great show tonight. I agree with Dijah. It's a great show tonight. It's because you two guys are on here. I mean, you young lady is on
Well,
here.
I appreciate you coming in the other day, man. It was really fucking really sad, to be honest. You
Yeah,
know, just
but
saying. I don't mean to bring it up or nothing, but I want to just say my condolences. But I'm sorry. Much
yeah.
love, Michael.
Thank you.
I wish I could give you a big hug, man, for real, because I didn't know about that, and I'm sorry.
No, that
It made me cry. I was already sad and shit, but that just it hurt my heart because I can only imagine, and I'm sorry you got to go through that. But I just want to let you know I'm your friend, and I'm here if you ever need me.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Mother Nature. I've got your Gmail. If I need to get in touch with you, I will.
Yeah, anytime, buddy.
Or
For sure.
if you need to get in touch with me, you can Gmail me or whatever.
Sounds good, buddy. Of course.
Awesome.
I didn't mean to bring it up. I just want to let you know. Okay.
Yeah. He was a good guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he was a really good guy.
I don't know if too many people know. I know Miss Tittle knew him, and I knew him. You knew him, but a lot of the other people in here did not know him. But
yeah, he was actually how I met a lot of the people, like in the beginning on my channel and stuff. So.
Oh, and you also know Joe Cool.
Yeah. If you watch my if you watch my my intro to my channel when I do my live streams and stuff, Joker is actually dancing around all over it. Like I caught him dancing and singing, and so I ended up adding him into my intro. So your picture's on there too. I don't know if you ever seen it.
I haven't. I have to check it out, man. I didn't.
All right, I'll get the link and I'll send it to you. It's like almost 5 minutes, but I did it that long on purpose to like give people a chance to get in and everything. But yeah, I ended up putting a whole section of YouTubers. It was freaking like maybe 2 years ago now. You've been in it this whole time.
Well, I didn't know that. Let me wear one of Joker's hats. Well, he didn't.
Yeah, he sent you hats. That's right. I remember. Yep.
Let me put this one on because he loved baseball. He loved his Atlanta Braves. Yep. So I've got an Atlanta Braves hat in his honor.
That's dope.
Yep, that's it right here.
Pimpin'.
I just said pot should be legal in here. You guys are with the guy that looks like Trump. I don't think he'll legalize it. You'll have to wait till another prime minister comes in. I don't think he'll. What's his name again?
Boris
Johnson. I don't think Boris Johnson will legalize pot.
You know, that's the interesting thing. It's amazing how a lot of conservatives or Republicans don't get on board on this. Now, of course, there's the few of them, the select few out of the majority. But on a like, it just confuses me. It really doesn't make sense. I'm not going to go into complete detail. I was going to go and yeah, no, I don't have. It's more of opinions rather than facts. So I again will keep it to myself on that. But I don't understand why there's not a lot more people that join in on this. I don't find that there's any issues with it, any more issues than you would find in alcohol. Now, I know you don't drink, Michael. I mean, I drink on very rare occasions. In fact, I still have a bottle of Captain Morgan, my drink of choice. I know it's not that hard. I don't like the taste of alcohol, to be honest, but sometimes I do want to get drunk. So I mix Captain Morgan and I have root beer with it. And so it's a Captain Morgan and root beer, and it makes a more of a hard root beer. And anyways, so that seemed to get me more intoxicated than cannabis ever did. I did use cannabis back in the day, like in teens. I tried it a couple of times or so. And the money from the tax, I'm just reading on is it Daija? Or
You can call him Digga if you like. I call him Dijah.
Dijah. Okay. I think the money. I think he is actually 100% correct on that. The money from the tax revenue from the cannabis would definitely help with the economy.
Dijah said that Boris Johnson said no. He said he never would legalize it while he's prime minister. So you guys are going to have to get a Labor Party person like Tony Blair to legalize it, which Tony Blair. So, you know, because Boris Johnson's like Trump. He's not going to legalize it.
But on a business type standpoint, no matter what political side you're on, it would only make sense. It would only make sense to do so.
Can you imagine the taxes that England would tax on marijuana? Probably a lot. Ooh. It would probably boost their economy better.
It probably would, especially if they got into competition with other countries around on having the better medicinally or recreational strains. Because, one grow with the same strain even can probably produce a higher content of CBD and THC than another company. So if they got into competition in Europe, that would...
Val Brooks says...
Already happening.
Mine too. Captain Morgan with Dr. Pepper. That's Val Brooks's choice of drink. Mine is just Diet 7-Up. Or any kind of soft drink that's got diet. That's doesn't have sugar in it. And I know that.
All right, Mike.
You got to take off.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah, I got to take off, buddy. It's been awesome hanging out and catching up with you. I appreciate you inviting me.
Mother Nature.
Nobody's told you lately. You're doing a great job, my friend. Keep pimping that shit.
And you're awesome. And Mother Nature, thank you for coming on panel.
It was nice talking to you, Mother Nature.
Hope to have you on panel.
Yeah, same here. Thank you.
Mother Nature, hope to have you. And God bless you, Mother Nature. You take care of yourself.
Same to you, buddy. Take it easy.
Come back.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Always, bud. Later.
All right. Anonymous Republican, you still there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good.
It's already past that 2-hour mark, but so if you want to cut it off, I can,
Oh, we're going overtime.
Oh, okay.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind. I hear the kids downstairs, and I might, every now and then take a few minutes, go outside, get a little bit of nicotine, but I'll have my iPad with me no matter what. So, put it on mute and do what I need to do and that type of stuff. But yeah, I don't mind staying on. That's completely up to you.
We're staying on.
Okay.
So I have no problem with staying on.
Now, what is with the whole discussion that happened? Of course, I know you as from what I know of you. Correction, what I know of you. Even if cannabis ever became legal, you're not the type of person to actually utilize. So, based on that knowing of you, what is your opinion on it? Do you have an opinion? Do you want it? Like, do you care if it's legalized, or do you?
Well, when it came to vote in Oregon, I voted for marijuana to be legal.
Oh, you did? Okay.
But I don't imbibe in it. I don't smoke it. I don't take gummy bears or anything like that. I don't do it.
Oh, no, I wouldn't expect you.
And I have nothing against anyone doing it. As long as I don't have to do it, I'm fine.
Whatever people do on their own time is what they do. It doesn't affect you, except if it's like harsher drugs. Because honestly, like,
well, you know, they decriminalized harsher drugs here in the state of Oregon. I did not vote on that because I didn't vote. I'm not voting. I just didn't vote in 2020.
You know, that is a very good topic right there on this like druggy type like this drug topic. I honestly do not agree with all the harsher drugs being decriminalized.
Well,
And you know my thought.
I didn't vote, so I didn't vote on it or again. I wasn't for it or against it. And my opinion is, it is what it is.
I can see where you're coming from, but there's one particular hard drug that I feel like is a danger to complete safety, like to everyone, to the
Are you
public.
talking about heroin or cocaine?
Methamphetamine.
Oh, okay.
Because when they
The
are
meth houses and all that.
say that again.
The meth houses and all that.
Oh yeah, you cannot. Like once when like people try to or successfully make meth in a house, no, but it is not livable. That battery acid and everything else they use to make this just buries itself into the structure. And that is one scary drug. Now, I can agree with like cocaine, with heroin to an extent, because those seem like personal choices. If they overdose and croak, in a sense, that was their choice. They wanted to overdose. That there's
Right.
nothing that you can do to stop them. But methamphetamine, on the other hand, if people don't get caught making this in a house and then they sell the house, they're putting other people in harm's way.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I feel like meth should have been in a different category than the other harsher drugs, as my personal opinion. So, like, again, you know, it's all about personal choices, but when that personal choice, at some point, you know, houses sell. The house that we're living in right now is going to sell at some point, and that's the scary part is these meth houses can be given to a family of several people that don't realize that there was a meth lab in there. Now there might be a distinctive smell in it. There might be. I don't know. I've never been around meth. I'm just going to be completely honest.
I never have either, tell you the truth.
So all I know is methamphetamine is a very, very ultra scary drug, and like during World War II when they came up, I believe it was the Germans that came up with the ideas on the basics of speed. It it really changed the game on these type of drugs. And I mean, LSD was also, if I remember correctly, part of the military testing and all of that type of stuff. But I'm going to give it a couple minutes. I need to take care of a couple items. I'll stay right.
Well, let's say goodbye to Val Brooks. She's leaving.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. I'm going to mute.
Go ahead and do what you got to do. Val Brooks, I'm heading to bed. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you, Val Brooks. You're awesome. I want to thank Mother Nature for coming on panel. I want to thank Mr. Tittle for coming over here and saying hello and everything else. Daiju, would you like to come on panel or not? Are you still here, Daiju? Good night, Val Brooks. Pleasant dreams. Dead air.
Say
wow. Oh, I was saying to myself, I got dead air to myself. You're back. You're back now, right?
I drank too much coffee, so that I had to take care of myself real quick.
You're back now, though, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay. I just said my goodbyes to Val Brooks. Night, Mother Nature, says Val Brooks. Good night, Val Brooks. Pleasant dreams. She's awesome.
Oh, everybody here is awesome.
I agree. You know, it couldn't be a better group of people in here.
No, there just couldn't be.
Exactly.
I mean, the only downside is when you get, channels like this or other ones, and you do have trolls. And I do want to, I forgot to bring up earlier, if for some reason there's a person with a name of anonymous Republican that, comes in and starts posting a bunch of crap, it more than likely is not going to be me. I'm just going to say that.
So what you're saying is it's the clone, right?
Yeah. There's
Gotcha.
a lot like what was it? I believe when I was looking in here, what was it? A couple of weeks ago, fake Jet was in here, and you can tell because the pixels on the name weren't very like it looked like it was a copy and pasted in. You can see the pixels a lot more than Jet's actual picture.
I think I remember that.
And so, with the thought of that, more like I'm not going to talk crap about your show by any means. I'm me. I can only be factual, and if there is a person, who knows? It just won't be me. You can block him and all that type of stuff, or email me. But like, I'm not a crap talker. I only point out facts. So I just wanted to point that out. I noticed, what was it? Probably about a month and a half ago, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong on time frames. People started showing up as anonymous libertarian, anonymous Democrat, and like there was a few other ones that ended up being trolls. I haven't seen them in a while.
Were they in here?
Not today. I don't.
I mean, before in the past, were they in here in the past?
Yes. When I was typing in the chat, there was anonymous libertarian and anonymous Democrat. Both of those showed up in yours, and I think they turned out to be trolls, but they were more or less trolling my name, and also trolling you. I can't remember what they said. I might have a screenshot of it on my phone, but yeah, I don't understand why people have to pretend they're somebody else or just troll for any reason.
Right. I don't know. People are people, man, I guess. Defend. Drive by to smash the like. Have a good stream, bud. Thank you, Defend, for coming in. Thank you for hitting the like button. That's nice. Thank you, Defend. Yeah, I don't like clones
and trolls and all of that.
Right. Yeah, I don't like it.
No, and that's why I wanted to bring it up is, like I said, I'm never going to talk crap about your show, not in the chat, nowhere else. You just block that person instantly. It's not going to be me. Guaranteed.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I did, by the way, go through all of my accounts. I do have several, and hit the like button for you as well. So
thank you. And Defend hit the like button too. Thank you, Defend. Hope he's doing well. Seattle Judy, I'm heading out. Take care, all. Good night, Seattle Judy. Pleasant dreams. Have a good one. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for your input. Seattle Judy, you're awesome. All of you guys are awesome. All right. I got that out of the way.
Oh. Defend rings a bell. I feel like I just talked to him the other day. I can't remember what about. Oh wait, he came on and he had the dog. That's what it was.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
EMMA was with Defend, is with Defend.
Oh, say that one more time.
EMMA is with Defend. EMMA is a nice pet.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, anyways, I'm at a loss for words here.
Yeah, me too. I'm really trying to think hard. I mean,
Me too.
getting onto drugs that I, do know a thing or two about. I'm obviously not completely knowledgeable, especially with the new strains that came out over the years and everything. New hybrids, new this, new that. It was very interesting talking to Mother Nature in regards to all of the getting onto that topic because again, it's a very controversial issue in the United States, and a lot of people don't agree with legalizing anything, which again, what is that going to truly solve anyways? I take a look at the alcohol prohibition. That's how the Kennedys became rich.
Uh-huh.
They were bootlegging. And so then you had this like really high profile people who were very rich due to or illicit activities, because at the time during it was illegal to possess alcohol or make alcohol, anything.
Uh-huh. Defense says EMMA is my signal dog. Right on, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that.
There's a lot.
EMMA is awesome. So is Defend.
Of course.
Who's leaving? I don't know who's leaving, Dijah. Seattle Judy's has headed out of here. So it has
Which,
Val.
I don't know why I wasn't set to a live chat. I did move my computer up here and had to disconnect
Yeah, I
it
got
from the
live
hard
chat.
wire.
Sometimes I forget. Mother Nature has also left the building. She's always a good guest. I like Mother Nature.
Oh no, she seemed very pleasant to talk to.
Yeah, she's nice. Dijah, would you like to come on panel? Or not? Love to have you. Fen said, ruffling feathers and feels, hence the exacting of trolling, etc. Yep. Dijah, the American government have profited from drugs for years out of Mexico and when at war in Afghanistan, sending the heroin back.
All right. I was in Afghanistan from 2009 to 2010. I cannot say we brought heroin back. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that it couldn't have happened, but I know for a fact we couldn't. In fact, we got searched multiple times coming back from deployment because flights kept on getting changed and going through customs. We had to do it like every single time, empty out all of our bags. They take away what they considered contraband and allowed us to have the rest. So I don't remember heroin coming. Like, I'm not saying that there wasn't any like top secret like government agency or whatever that could bypass customs, but I mean, you might have a point. I just like me experiencing how Afghanistan was for a soldier's aspect. I cannot say that we could. Higher ups possibly could. I'll just leave that out there. Like, for there is room for conversation in regards to that. There's a lot of conspiracies. Then there are certain conspiracy theories that do merit value.
Dijah just said I may be wrong. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, so I have no comment because I don't know anything about it.
I'm just trying to think on a realistic aspect, and I mean it was a pain in the butt. I'm not gonna lie, Dijah. It wasn't fun for me. I didn't have a fun time within the service.
I'm sorry to
But
hear that.
well, attitude, pain, misdiagnosis, more pain, and having a couple of surgeries kind of put pretty bad taste in my mouth. Not saying that I wouldn't do it again. I probably would, if like I probably would just because of it. Being medically retired though, I'm not actually that friendly of a person. Uh, I mean, well, as we talked about earlier today, in regards to the staff, they don't really like me at all. In fact, they told my spouse that what was it? Something along the lines of they cannot believe that a person like her can stay with a person like me, just because of how rude I am or can be.
Defend, it's Digga, but he said I can call him Dijah.
Oh,
You
is it Digga? Oh, correction. Okay, sorry about that, Digga.
you can call him Dijah or Digga, I think. I mean, he gave me permission to call him Dijah.
That might
I
be
think,
specifically towards you. So, if like,
yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
trying to
know.
offend
Dijah,
anybody.
can anonymous call you Dijah if you want, or no? Or is it just for me? It's cool, he said. It's cool. You can call him Dijah if you'd like.
Okay. Again, it's kind of a unique name.
I
So
know.
it's if that is his actual name, that's I'm not trying to
No, he
offend.
said it's cool. You can either call him Dijah or Digga. It doesn't matter to him. Either one.
His icon. It's
Look at his icon. It's Dig Dug. Oh, I call him Dijah anyway.
uh
Jay Greenbaum, would you like to come on panel? Love to have you a second night in a row. Hello. We're going overtime already.
yeah, I apologize for that. Oh, it's not his real name. Okay, good.
So if you want to call him Digga, you can call him Digga. If you want to call him Dijah, you can call him Dijah.
Oh man. You never know nowadays.
Okay.
You have people who come up with all sorts of weird names for children. But go ahead, Mike. Sorry about that.
Okay, I'm going to put Jay Greenbaum on panel. He's my male co-host.
I'll try to respect him.
Oh, he was in the Army too, dude.
Oh, I know. I'm giving crap. I'm definitely going to respect.
Okay. There you go. I sent him a link. All right. We'll just be waiting for Jay Greenbaum to come on. Second night in a row. I love it. He's great.
Oh, yeah. He seems like a really funny guy. He really does.
Yeah, he is. Very nice person.
I need a downgrade. It's actually getting pretty warm in here. Holy gosh.
I wish it was warm in here. I turned off the heater. I just says I met someone the other day whose name was Manchester, like Manchester, England.
Oh, wow.
Ah, man, you're fast. Jay Greenbaum's come on right now. Hello, Jay Greenbaum.
Well, hello, Mr. Malloy.
How are you, kind sir?
I am very well. Anonymous Republican, how are you this evening?
Pretty good. I've seen better days. I mean, this morning started off really crappy, but I mean, tonight seems really great. I'm enjoying being on.
Me here. Me too.
Say that again?
What we talking about?
Oh, like earlier today or tonight?
In general, what am I missing? What are we chitting about?
Well, earlier I brought up that my daughter will be coming home tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll actually see about that. She's 34, 35 days old right now. Um,
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then, so like I've been trying to get on and have been postponing it. Like, it started off with Mike asking me when there was nothing going on. And it's like, all right, you know what? Give me a couple of days, whatever. And it ended up getting postponed like 7, 8, 9 times. And today it was just like, hey, my niece told me to come on. It's like, well, you all have to be quiet. It's my niece and my son over here right now. My wife's at the hospital. And like, well, both of you are going to have to be quiet. Well, they started making a lot of noise, so I had to mute the mic and come upstairs. So that's where I'm at right now, is in my bedroom. But
Gotcha.
anyways, so then we were talking about we were talking about drugs earlier. You just missed
Oh,
out on that. Mother Nature and I were talking about marijuana and
sweet.
well, cannabis. Correction, cannabis. I'm trying not to use the derogatory term or derogative term of marijuana, but anyways, it's cannabis because cannabis sativa, ruderalis, and indica, all that. Um, and how we feel like it should be it should be removed from the Controlled Substances Act. And I brought
Absolutely.
up I brought up that, part of like my personal opinion, a lot of it had to do with racist rhetoric. And she disagreed with that, which, cool.
Well, no,
She
that's
did have
absolutely true.
valid
It was started
points.
by William Randolph Hearst in the early 1900s as a smear campaign against hemp because it was going to replace the paper industry, which he had a large holding in. So he blamed it on Mexican immigrants that it drove them crazy as to create a fear campaign. So it was based on ignorance and a biased,
But then there
not
was another point on they couldn't tax it. So now finances was put into it. And I agree that finances was also part of it. But then you also had Harry Ainslinger, who was part of the people who made the full autos, machine guns, if you will, illegal in 1934. He also headed the
oh,
federal
fully
carry.
automatic weapons aren't illegal. They're just highly restricted.
Well, there was that 1934 what is it called for that gun control? I don't think it's Gun Control Act. I think that's
Right.
1968.
But no,
And
you can still get fully automatic weapons. It just requires a class 3 license, which is really hard to get, but it's not unattainable. It's a very long process and it costs a lot of money.
right, and the rich are only going to be able to
Well,
truly have them.
the thing about it is to get a class 3 license, they're going to do background checks, they're going to talk to your neighbors. If you can honestly afford to even pay for the license, to pay for the weapon alone, you're crossing every T and dotting every I. You're the kind of citizen that they're not worried about with it because you've had to go through such a rigorous background to even get close to owning one. So I think it's about $10,000 just to get the license, and then you still have to purchase the firearm. So yeah, if you're willing to drop 10 grand on it and do the background checks, more power to you. I know they just sold the first F-16. The civilian-owned F-16 was just purchased.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. Absolutely, they should. They should be able. You should be. If you have the money and you can afford it, why shouldn't you own an F-16 if the weapon system's been deactivated? Why not? Go for it.
Well, yeah, that's true because those people aren't going to do anything with like they have so much money that they're not going to
Exactly.
use
With the
them.
by that point, you don't want to do anything that's going to cause any serious problems. Like you crash it, well, there's 16 million dollars gone, plus the fees that you'll probably. So yeah, those kind of people who have that kind of disposable income usually aren't the ones you need to worry about.
Right, and not saying that we should have to worry about stuff in the United States, but
Naturally,
like anywhere in the world, that's what the world is. We are horrible creatures. We are horrible animals around the world. We are the worst. And so, now Harry, he, yeah, wait, what was I going to go off with? I was researching the. All right, so that's Title II, National Firearms Act. Okay, so yeah, it was constructed in 1934 and duty off registered. That was the firearm registration stuff for these reasons. Held in the Haynes case.
I put a Nintendo sticker on my gun.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Hold on. I thought it was just funny. Oh, someone did it fall off? Luckily, I have. No, it's right there. There we go. Yeah, see those light blasters are getting so realistic. No, I just bought a couple T-shirts and they had the Nintendo stickers, and I was like, "Ooh, what can I put those on?" And I thought it was funny sticking it on one of my weapons.
Oh, of course.
No.
Why not?
Interesting.
Now it's an official Nintendo product. They can shoot the ducks now.
Wow.
Oh, that's what I was going off with. So Harry Ainslinger, he was also like, he not only did he help with the 1934 NFA, he also assisted in attempting to make cannabis illegal and added to the Controlled Substances Act. He was actually the head of the Federal Bureau of Narcotics, which turned into later on the Drug Enforcement Agency.
With that the DEA.
The DEA, but before it was DEA, it was the Federal Bureau of Narcotics under the what department was that under? I just had it opened up. But Harry, he stated in one of his statements that black people would limit their or like wouldn't remember their place in society unless it was illegal or whatever. He was a racist prick, and I do not agree with racism. I am not a racist whatsoever.
You okay, Jay Greenbaum?
I'm gonna make it.
Good.
So that was a little bit of what we talked about earlier, and then I talked about the questions back way long ago when I first started typing, and I messed up on the what does field artillery or what or how does that cadence go? I said bang bang, not boom boom.
Oh, what's the
And
sound of artillery? Boom, boom, raining down
that
on the enemy. When I say
yeah.
one, you say two. When I say buckle, you say my shoe.
Is this Army song?
That's the
Yes,
cadence, yes.
it
Oh,
is a
God, I
cadence.
love Army songs. Woohoo!
It was questionable whether or not I actually served, so I went over certain things, and I was in the service for 5 years, 11 months, 7 days. I served from, I know you served too, so yeah. I was in from 2008 to 2014. Of course, we talked about the situation that happened, which I'm not going to verbally say it here. There was an incident that happened, and I had to go up to Alaska a couple times, well, 3 times, and deal with that as a civilian, thankfully, because that would have sucked having to confront the first sergeant that was being court-martialed.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. So I still have all those emails. I have the subpoenas and all that type of stuff signed off by a military judge.
Get a nice frame for that.
Oh, I haven't framed. I would have to reprint it out to frame it because one of them we actually had to mail it back. We actually physically had to mail it back to them under certified mail. So they knew that we received it, and we said, yes, we're going to show up because we had people miss out on the first and second time going up there. One person.
Now, you were enlisted, right?
Say again?
You enlisted in the Army, right?
Yes, I was enlisted.
They don't have
a promotion to sergeant, which I never served as a sergeant. It was a pity promotion. I was getting medically retired up at Fort Lewis, and
hey, it counts.
Oh, of course, it shows up on my DD form too.
That's all that matters.
And I am part of the Permanent Disabled Retired List, or PDRL. And it's been very interesting, to say the least. And oh man, so I mean, I can go through a bit more to try to reconfirm that. Yeah, although I messed up those words back in the day. I did actually serve. I just have a horrible memory.
What was your enlistment years for, Anonymous?
I was in from
6
April
years?
21st. How many years? 5 years, 11 months, 7 days.
No, I mean, what was the year for your enlistment? How many consecutive years did you have to, was the max on your enlistment?
Oh, what did I sign up for?
Was it a 6-year enlistment or what?
I initially did a 3-year. 3-year.
And then you re-enlisted?
And I re-enlisted during
Oh my
deployment.
God, you should have gone out at 3 years, man. Crap, you blew it, dude.
I did re-enlist for 5 or 6 years. I can't remember. I ended up getting out
don't do it. Tell them you don't want to get drafted. They're going to take you, dude, if they have the draft, because your prior service, they'll take you before they take me.
They actually won't take me.
Why?
My re-entry code is, actually, let me pull up my.
Did you get a dishonorable discharge?
I bet it's a 3.
It's a 4. I think it's a 4 alpha, but don't quote me on it. I'm opening up.
What's that mean, Jay Greenbaum? 4 alpha.
That'd be bad.
It's bad.
Well, it's
bad.
Actually,
That's a hard ranking. That's a really high.
Re-entry code 4, and it's due to permanent disability.
That's not getting back in ever.
So you can never serve again, right?
I cannot. In fact, I cannot be in because I was less than 8 years. The rest of the time, all the way up to 8 years, I should have served as inactive ready reserve. And when I take a look at my DD-214, it shows up reserve obligation termination date 00000000.
Michael, you know what that means? They are going to take you.
Jay Greenbaum, what does that mean? Was he a dishonorable guy or what?
No, that means he was medically released.
Oh, then you don't have to worry about the draft, dude.
Yeah, they're gonna draft you, Michael.
No, I'm not prior service.
We're gonna strap a gun to your wheelchair, and you're going to be mobile artillery.
I don't want to be in any army cult.
We're gonna roll you down the hill at the enemy, firing the gun the whole way.
I'm not going to be in any army cult.
We can up that wheelchair, don't you think?
So what does that mean? Was he in the National Guard or regular, Jay Greenbaum?
It sounds like active duty.
Even more than say, what's his face? What's that guy's name?
We're not going to do that. That's not nice.
All right, so I was active duty. I was April 21st, 2008. I ended up going to basic training. Well, that's my basic active service date.
Your basic training was at Fort Lewis, right?
No, basic training.
Wait! Don't tell me the state. Don't tell me the state. What was your basic training at?
My basic training at if I gave you the base name, you would automatically know the state. I'll tell you the unit. Foxtrot 150 MOS 11 Bravo.
What is that, Jay Greenbaum? Infantry?
Infantry 11 Bang Bang.
I knew it was infantry.
So I'm going to say Fort Leonard Wood.
I'll say Fort Leonard Wood too.
Home of the infantry was the name of this place when I went in.
What's the name of the fort? Don't give me the state. The fort.
Fort Benning.
Georgia.
Yep.
I got it. Fort Benning, Georgia. I got it.
Now Fort Benning has changed names back in 2000. I can't remember what year it was at the top of my head. But I met people who went to Fort Benning when I was in South Korea. That their MOS was 25 series, and now it's home of the Maneuver Center of Excellence or something like that. But when I was going through, it was home of the infantry.
Did you ever get to go to North Korea?
Oh, no. And well, I did have a chance to actually technically cross over into North Korea.
Yeah, you should have.
I walk
take
around
pictures
with,
of Kim Jong-il.
oh no, not in the demilitarized zone. There is actually a portion that you actually, when you're in the like on this trail or whatever, like glass or whatever it is. I don't know. I wasn't there, but when you look down, you are actually on North Korea's side
What
in
was
the
your rank?
demilitarized zone. I did not go because I do walk around with a cane. I had back surgery in May of 2012. I had a post-lateral lumbar fusion, which means they put 2 rods and 2 screws on the outside of my spine, combining
What
my
was your
upper
rank?
to the S1.
E5 sergeant, he said, Michael.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
At that time, well, it was a pity promotion. It was a pity promotion to sergeant. I did not act like, in reality, I was an overpaid specialist. Well,
He got to boss
overpaid.
people around.
Hey, it says on your DD 214 sergeant, he's a sergeant. Who cares? Pity.
He got.
You know
he
that
got
one
to
guy in
boss
World War II who got promoted to sergeant because the guy next to him got shot? You're a sergeant now.
like
Same thing.
Bird
Same thing. Same thing.
Right. I mean, that happened to what? What's this guy's name? Like Audie Murphy or something?
Right. So
Like Bird Doll.
I'm all for technicalities.
like Bergdahl.
No board E5.
Oh gosh, that person. My brother was actually in his unit when he walked off. Not company. He was in the same brigade as that
We need
person.
more of those guys in the army.
Michael said he hates America, the band, not the country.
I hate the army. It's a cult. I've always hated the army.
You love it, Michael.
No, I don't.
I think you wish you could have been in the army.
Thank you for your service, Anonymous Republican.
Again, it was a pain in the butt, and you're welcome. But like,
He
would
didn't
I
like
do it again? Although I hated my time in, I complained on the way to work.
You
I
can't
complained
go in
at
anymore.
work. I complained after work. I complained picking up people from the bars as the designated driver.
What does an honest Republican think of me filming the National Guard, Salem, Oregon National Guard? What did you think about me doing that?
Filming the National Guard?
Yep. And public property, on public property.
Public property is fair game.
But President Trump said no photographs or etch-a-sketches on buildings of the National Guard.
Well, all right. So the National Guard base, like, there's one in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, there's one in Salem, too.
Oregon National Guard. That's not a public place. You actually have to show your military ID to go in. It is Air National Guard and Army National Guard, if I remember, or what?
Oh, it's a joint. It's a joint force. Joint forces.
Yes.
Hey, someone said something about a joint, man.
Hello, Caterpillar.
Wait a minute.
How
Let
are
me
you?
check. I could be wrong. I don't go to Portland National Guard base that often. I had to go across there because the shop at Fort Vancouver was closed, which is the Washington side.
Did you have a green card? You can go to Area 51 a few months.
Oh no, that. All right. So when it comes to bases like that, everything. When you have even a clearance, let's say you have a top secret clearance, if you
like
don't
Bill
need to
Norwood,
know, your top secret clearance means jack. It's still a need to know, and with the security clearance, it needs to be.
Where was your AIT at? Don't just tell me the fort. Don't tell me fort name, no state. Where was your AIT at?
First MOS or second?
Huh?
First MOS or second?
Both.
All right. O-suit was my first one.
Wait, what?
O-suit was the first one. One
Where's
station unit training. My AIT was where my basic was. I had 8 weeks. Wait.
Oh, Fort Benning, Georgia.
Yes, Fort Benning would be my AIT, like for infantry, because it was like 3.5 weeks of AIT after turning blue, I believe, whatever ceremony it was.
See, I knew it was Fort Benning, Georgia.
After Blueface.
Wait till Utah nukes Fort Benning, Georgia.
Then for my second MOS, Fort Gordon.
Georgia.
There you go.
I got it. I got it. Fort Gordon, Georgia. How come nobody talks about that place?
And I went from wearing cross rifles to wearing the Signal Corps.
What's that mean, Jay Graham? Signal Corps. What's that mean?
It's Signal Corps, so I wore ordnance.
You know, all this is top secret, guys. Nobody's supposed to know any of this.
My security clearance was only secret, so.
I know you got a secret thing you can't tell nobody. I got secret things
I used
that I can't tell you.
They gave me some fantastic toys. They're not that cool anymore, though. Like, the technology's old, though.
Hello, Caterpillar.
It's been upgraded.
Oh, that is frightening.
Have you seen the new NVGs, Anonymous?
Caterpillar. Bill Norman was in the National Guard.
So the new NVGs make a digital wire frame of what you're looking at. So you can see like people and objects, and you see it in like a 3D environment of a wire frame. So
I did read about that.
Those look so freaking cool.
Which makes 7 Bravos completely. I think they're 7 Bravos. Is that correct? The night vision, the binocular ones.
The NVG repair.
I'm going to double check that. I think they're 7 Bravo NVGs. Yes, NVG 7 Bravo, and then they had the the monocular version. What was the old monocular?
I can't. The only ones I used were the single eye cover, and those used to give me mad headaches.
Yes, those ones suck, but at the same time, like the 7 Bravos, which is the double one, like it goes over both of your eyes, still suck. Like,
I also had to wear I also had the BCGs on, so trying to do that and that just gave me I'd rather just walk in the dark. I see pretty well at night anyway.
Right. I would have to agree with you, but then as a safety leader, whoa, time out.
Well, like when we were doing the night mission and we called a halt, that's when I would turn it back on, because then I could sit. It's not bouncing around, and I can line it up with my glasses well enough that I could see through it. But trying to walk, let me just go ahead and use my eyes. I can see pretty damn well.
Caterpillar, I would like to ask if anyone knows of Fort Ott. Are you talking about Fort Ord?
That's Fort Ort. O-R-T, Fort Ord. I've heard of it. I've never been to it.
My brother was there for basic training. So I saw his graduation at basic training. Yeah.
See, I did my basic at Fort Knox, and my AIT was at Aberdeen Proving Ground.
Where's that?
Monterey Bay in the Pacific Ocean, California. I've never actually heard of it, but it looks like it got closed down in 1994 for Fort Ord. Never heard of it, to be honest.
You never heard of Fort Ord?
No.
My brother was there. Right? They closed it down because of Bush. Papa Bush said, "Read my." I can't even do it anymore. My voice is gone.
Barb, don't ask me to say it again. It's my turn to run the country, Daddy.
My brother was at Fort Ord for basic. I saw it.
Were you there in person?
Yes.
Are you lying? If you tell me now.
I'm not going in this outfit.
Anonymous, let's torture him to get the truth.
I'm not going to get drafted either. They're not going to take me. I'm too old. I'm too old to get drafted.
If we torture him and he doesn't talk, he's well trained. If we torture him and he doesn't talk, he's even better trained.
What are you going to do? Waterboard me? The Army does that crap, man. I don't.
I don't know. If I was going to do torture, waterboarding is that's so 2010. I'd like to do something with my MOS, so we play with electricity.
Oh, you shock them to death, don't you?
No, not to death.
You lower the amperage, raise up the volts, lower the amperage, and call it a day, because
you Army guys, I tell you, it's a cult. You guys were in a cult.
3
It's
Put enough
milliamps.
voltage on them, just enough to cause the muscles to lock up, but not so much so that the lungs can't still function.
But again, it's not the voltage that kills; it's the amperage.
Absolutely.
3 milliamps is known as the death grip, according to a Underwriters Laboratory safety project or senior project engineer. He's gone through, and that's what Underwriters Laboratories does is they test all that. So when it comes to amperage, you need
I
less than
love
3 milliamps, and then you can raise up the volts to ever how much you want. 2 million
Oh, yeah.
volts, call it a day.
Pretty much.
And then
I
it gets into whether or not to use alternating current or direct current.
Well, let's see. DC wouldn't be very deadly. AC is going to be the one that's really going to hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess then to save power, we could also wire them up in series.
That might be a little bit more entertaining.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting to see. Fire. Oh, and like the Christmas tree. Oops, one must be out.
Lick it and try to find the bad connection.
Plug another one in and test it. Yep, this one's bad. Oh, dark humor. I miss thee in the army.
You guys know all the Army party songs, is what you know.
Don't you know? Oh, Jesus, don't you know? Caterpillars over here, don't you know?
Hi, Caterpillar.
Oh, no, don't you know? She's stopping on by saying hello to everybody.
Caterpillars in Colorado.
Colorado? Oh, God, the stories I could tell you about Colorado.
Are you out for a cursing?
No. When it legalized, I flew out there to enjoy.
Oh,
I was check this out. I was stationed my first 5 years at NTC.
Oh,
Loved it.
You know, actually, a person who lived on my street as I was growing up, he actually became a commander down there. He was a major in the reserves up here, but then before he hit lieutenant colonel, he went to active and flew like that was his duty station was Fort Irwin.
Yep, Fort
And
Irwin. Loved it.
California.
California. And
Our base commander was General Abrams, grandson of the Abrams tank guy.
Creighton Abrams.
nice.
Caterpillar, Vandenberg Air Force Base is in California.
Love low. So NTC sucks when you're rotating there, I'm sure, because it sucks. You're away from your family. You're in the middle of the desert. It's hot. But stationed there, that was the hidden jewel of the Army.
I actually never went to NTC. I went to JRTC twice. My brother,
I couldn't imagine that must have sucked.
My brother, on the other hand, went to NTC once or twice.
Like I said, so they would cut us loose on a Friday, 1700, final formation, safety brief, and all that good stuff. We'd have the cars already packed to go. So it's either LA is 2 hours, Newport Beach was about 2 hours, Vegas 2 hours, 4 hours to San Diego, 6 to San Francisco. So, I mean, you just jump in the car and go, and you can be anywhere by midnight.
Oh, wow.
So, everybody. And like when there was a unit that would rotate through, so they would do 3 weeks of training with them. Then they would come out of the field and then they would do a week of reset. I always got selected to do reset, but I love doing the work anyway. But you work the weekend, but I'd get comped for my day off for having to work the weekend. But the week after that, they would leave. We wouldn't have another unit coming in for a week after that week. So we got every month what was called White Week, where there's nothing to do on post. So kind of just do whatever you want. Hey, have a good weekend. We'll see you guys Friday, Thursday.
Dang.
Dude, I loved it. I was at the beach all the time. I'm a big fan of forest and mountains and stuff. So Big Bear, California, a nice mountain lake was only 2 hours away, right through Lucerne Valley. Man, I love the drive. Used to go hang out there, snowboard in the winter, jet skis in the summer, hit the beaches, hit Vegas. Went to Tijuana. That was fun and interesting. Went down to San Diego a few times. Got to see Fleet Week up in San Francisco. So, I mean, lots of opportunity to see around California. I went to, let's see, where else did we go? I got lost one time coming back, and I found Pyramid Lake, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I wish I could have stopped and been able to check it out, but I was got to get back to base for Monday formation and all.
Dang.
But wow, man,
It
there was
sounds like
just
a lot of fun.
dude,
Except the
California.
climbing mountains part, I got done with that. The unit I was in, they were trying to put in a mountain tab over. In fact, my brother, he's down there right now, and there is still places that you can see mountain over 4ID.
Oh wow,
That was 4th Brigade 4ID, and of course that was before it got reflagged to 2nd Brigade, because now there's no 4th Brigade anymore.
right?
No more
Yeah.
Fort Ord either.
No.
Yeah, no,
But-
that looks like it closed down in '94 during Bill Clinton's administration.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun though. And then I got here to Campbell and wasn't too thrilled with this installation.
You didn't like Campbell?
No. This place. Well, it just so happens I'm also from Fort Campbell. So I kind of got stationed at home and I was trying to get away from here.
You couldn't even get to Fort Knox, Kentucky.
They sent me to Knox. I got to go to Knox.
The gold is there, guys. You guys,
No
you Army
gold,
guys,
Michael.
you
That's
got
right
you
there.
Army
You know
guys.
what, Michael?
Cult,
I
you
can't
Army
lie to you
cult
anymore,
guys
Michael.
are supposed to say there's no gold there, but there really is gold there, guys.
Can't lie to you anymore, Michael. It's all there.
Right?
It's all there.
It is all there. All the gold is there.
It's all there. It's all there.
Fort Knox, Kentucky, guys, go raid it.
Yep, it's all there. Every coin.
You guys are so programmed. The military brainwashed you.
I like to think of it more of as a scrubbing.
I actually don't have any information at the top of my, like, I would have to look it up on the internet, which is going to show what everybody else knows. But as far as gold in Fort Knox, I have no idea.
No, they moved that years ago.
There isn't
I
any
kinda-
gold.
I
I'm
kinda
just
figured
joking
sometimes-
with Jay Greenbaum.
Oh, okay.
My
okay,
brother
yeah.
said there's no gold there, and he was.
No, they removed the gold supply there years ago, and it's been moved.
I always
Okay,
like to
I
say
didn't
there's
have-
still
have
gold
any
there,
information
though.
on that at the top of my head, to be honest.
I remember we were doing our first 3K in basic, and running past it. Hey, Joe Sergeant, is that the depository? And he's like, yeah. How'd you know? I'm like, hey, we're on Fort Knox.
Winter chicken dinner, guys.
Now, was it a depository or a suppository?
Depository. Gold depository. Oh, suppository. He's trying to slide one in there, ladies and gentlemen.
I wish it was me trying to slide one, and I can't get nothing past you guys with the gold in Fort Knox.
Michael, would you like a suppository?
I want some of that gold in Fort Knox, man.
So you want a suppository?
I want gold in Fort Knox.
Would you like access to the suppository?
No comments.
Give him a you know what? No, not another enema. Yes, another and another.
No, I don't want that.
You don't want an enema, Michael?
The Army can't take me. I'm too old, Caterpillar. I'm too
What
old.
if we gave you an enema, Michael? Then I think you could serve. You feel a lot better. Clean your colon out,
Oh,
Yeah.
winter chicken dinner. The gold is at Fort Knox, Kentucky, guys.
We could give you a Ranger IV.
How did Bill Norwood serve his time in the National Guard?
I'm not going to bring, that's not nice.
Oh, come on.
No, you don't do that.
Caterpillar said Bill Norwood is frightening that he was in the National Guard. With all
I
his
actually don't know what's being talked about, so I don't have a comment.
Hey, I'm glad I didn't go in the Army.
No, you're not. It was fun.
It was fun for you, not for me.
I loved it.
Funny.
What? What'd you say, Anonymous?
You loved it?
Yeah.
That air. When I was in Korea, there was actually a lieutenant colonel that played guitar at this one bar over there, and he stated after hearing. Oh, give me actually one quick moment. I'm going to mute my mic. I have a door knock going on.
Did he go to MASH? Was he in
Yep.
MASH? In
He
South
he was in MASH. Yep.
I didn't know. Did he ever meet Corporal Klinger?
Of course.
Private Klinger. He made sergeant, right?
The private dancer.
He made sergeant, didn't he? Corporal.
Well, there was corporal punishment, private dancer, major pain,
Caterpillar, California, once again.
Captain Hook.
You give them all California bases, Caterpillar. Fort Irwin, California. Edwards Air Force Base, California.
Now, did you know that Campbell used to be Camp Campbell?
It did?
Mm-hmm. When a base gets to a certain size, it changes from a camp to a fort.
What about Camp Roberts?
Camp Roberts, so if it got larger and there were more troops there, eventually it could be upgraded to fort status.
Oh, wow.
So like Fort Irwin has enough troops that it was fort, but at one point it might have been Camp Irwin, which I think it really was in the early days.
Oh, wow. What about Fort Ord's no longer? Can it be reestablished again or no?
I mean, they could reopen it if they wanted to, depending on what's going on with it. I don't know.
They got a college there, I think, now.
I doubt they would. There's really no need. Unless something major happened that they needed to be able to house a bunch of troops somewhere.
So Biden can instruct all that stuff, right?
I would imagine so.
Because he's commander-in-chief, right?
Well, I'm sure he would need joint military command, see what's available. And
how come Trump didn't have to go through all that red tape?
He did.
Because he was slicing the red tape, getting rid of it, getting it gone, making it
obsolete. Huge. Gonna build a wall around Mexico, and North Korea's gonna have to pay for it. I was just kidding about Bill Norwood Caterpillar. Was she kidding or not?
I was gonna say.
I know you're kidding.
The alien invasion is coming soon.
That's at Area. That's at Area 51.
I think so. That's what they're. I can't believe the what's going on is the Pentagon has disclosed UFOs and nobody's talking about it.
How come?
I don't know. They're mentioning it here and there on the news, but nobody's paying any serious attention to the fact that they just said that they're releasing information. There are UFOs. The government sees them. We've been seeing them, and we can confirm that they are there and they're of intelligence, and we have no idea what they are. So now the government acknowledges it, and they're going to release a report, I believe, June 1st.
It's at Area 51 is where the flying saucers are.
Area 52.
I want to read that report.
Oh, I can't wait. I doubt it's going to be of anything significant of substance, but the fact that they've acknowledged it means that at one point, that means they know that they've been knowingly lying about it for this whole time. If they say, yes, there are things flying in our airspace and we don't know what they are. So when they used to do all those projects and they said, oh, it's nothing but this, nothing but that. Now they're saying, no, it was. That means that they admit they were lying the whole time. So who knows what this report's going to say? I doubt it'll be anything good, but the fact that they're acknowledging it now is at least an interesting thing. But is it going to be a real alien invasion or a fake alien invasion used to control and then unite under one government against the aliens?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Your phone's going off, Jay Grima. I turned my phone off already.
Yeah, I think you're right. A lot of it is probably not going to be any new information that we don't already know. It's just the fact that they are confirming and that or something. Like, it'll be interesting what's actually in the report.
Lake Pyramid is on Interstate 5 exit.
Oh, I have kids coming back in.
What? What's that?
I got lost on that and I found
Oh,
it.
me? I
It's
have
absolutely
kids coming in the room. I'm gonna mute.
Okay. You got to do what you got to do.
gotta do.
What you got to do. You got to do what you got to do.
Well, Michael,
Yeah,
I think
I'm actually gonna be back. I'm gonna stay on like I did earlier, and just gonna mute my mic for a few minutes. I am gonna be back. It's I have to deal with my son real quick.
Oh,
Okay.
he's gonna beat him.
That sounds good. What's in the kitchen for me to look for eating?
Well, unfortunately, Michael, I've got to run.
Okay, Jay Green Mom, thanks for co-hosting tonight.
Thanks for letting me stop by. I got to get some rest, get ready for gym tomorrow.
Please come back again, will you?
I definitely will.
All right. Thank
I'll be
you.
going live very soon.
Okay. When you go live, I'll be out of here and going over to your channel.
Well, not today, but it's coming.
Oh.
It's coming.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll let you know when it gets closer.
All right. Sounds good. Don't forget, June 30th, I'm going to do a 24-hour live stream. June 30th to July 1st, my birthday.
Oh, he left?
Yep. Yeah, say goodnight.
Oh, my bad. I missed it. I noticed like when I came back into the room that he was gone. I still haven't taken care of my son real quick, but just going back and forth. Sorry about that. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be right back too. I got to look for something to munch on if there's anything. I got some wheat thins to munch on. Woo! Good night, Jay Greenbaum.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, welcome back. I'm back too with some wheat thins to munch on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't keep you up this late or anything. I apologize for that.
Oh no, you're good. It's 12 o'clock. I'll go to 12:30. 30 minutes more.
Okay, sounds great. Sounds like a good time to stop, unless you want to do it now. It doesn't matter. Oh.
Digest says, welcome back an honest Republican.
Oh, who said that? I didn't open up my computer again.
Me.
Oh.
These wheat thins are good.
Let's see. Bam, here.
8 a.m. where Digest is in England. Where is Jet? Is she still here or did she leave?
I haven't seen her. Well, I can scroll through.
She was here earlier. I think she went back to bed.
Yeah, it doesn't look like she recently posted anything. That's
Exactly. Yep. Jet is nice.
She really does seem like it.
Yeah. She is. Glad to see her.
I'm glad that everything turned out okay.
Yeah, me too.
And we're not gonna go into details. I don't care about them. That's whatever happened. But I just wanted to say I'm glad everything turned out okay in regards to that.
Oh yeah, so far today, are these thin wheat thins? Mini wheat thins? I think they're regular. I'm not sure though.
I
Big,
actually don't know at the top of my head.
I don't either. Caterpillar stumped me on that one.
That is a truly excellent question.
But Jay Greenbaum's gone.
Yeah, that's. I mean, he
He
has.
said he'll come back. He said he'd
Oh,
come back some other time.
Oh, awesome, awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, he seems really like a funny guy.
he is. Hit my like button, guys. 5 more to 50. Can you do it? Before I sign off at 12:30. So I do have to get some sleep.
Right.
Caterpillar says. Caterpillar says, get some cream cheese, Michael. I don't have any. Wish I did. What were you going to say, Anonymous?
Oh, I was going to ask what time you planned on getting back on tomorrow.
After the Dodger game.
Oh, after the Dodger game. Okay. What
tomorrow
time do
night.
they?
Huh?
What time do they play?
I think I'm playing at 4:00 tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
Yep. They were on at 5 today or last night. But I think 4 tonight.
Oh, wow. Okay. How did they do?
They won. Digest says you need to get in training for 24 hours live, Michael. That's why I'm doing long live streams like tonight.
Yeah, and I definitely plan on showing up for the whole 24 hours. Again, it depends with having a newborn and all that type of stuff. I might not be able to withstand the 24 hours. It's been a while since I've pulled a 24-hour shift, which actually equivalents to 28, 30 hours, somewhere around there, after PT and all that type of stuff. Well, waking up, shower, shave, PT, all that.
Digest says, I like cheese and crackers with blue cheese. Sounds good. I'm a ranch dressing kind of guy. And I wish I had some cream cheese to put on these wheat thins. But I don't have any. Sounds good, though.
Yeah, I've heard of blue cheese, but I just decided to Google it. I think I would not be able to have it because it's made with the cultures of penicillin. And I'm partially allergic to penicillin. Not that I had an allergic reaction when I had the penicillin shot when I came into the military, but I did have a reaction to a derivative of penicillin, which is really strange. My body was overheating and all that type of stuff. It felt like my skin was actually cooking off. It was that bad. So I ended up not taking that anymore and just waiting for the wound to heal without antibiotics.
Digest said, I've never had ranch sauce. It's good. Ranch dressing with salad is good. Right, Caterpillar? 12:30 is 12:06 now. 12:30, I'm signing off. Get my beauty sleep.
Absolutely.
Yep. It's sure a pleasure to have you, Anonymous, for a Republican. I'm glad you came on.
Thank you for having me. And again, I didn't mean to keep on postponing. You know, as I brought up, there was a lot of issues that were going on over here. I try to keep you well informed and all that, but there was also the social anxiety I like to keep to myself. And this is actually, like I said, the first time that I've ever been on something like this. This is my first time my voice has ever been on YouTube
That's,
completely.
I'm glad I was your first here.
And I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Hey,
Very
no
much.
problem. You're welcome. No problem. Come on, panel anytime. You're a decent guy and good to have you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I do plan on showing up, making an appearance for the 24-hour shift. I might, keep the mic off. Who knows? I might show my face the next time. I don't know. We'll just see what happens on the 24-hour shift.
Sounds good. That's June 30th to July 1st, guys. Don't
I
forget.
definitely need to put that into the calendar with all this type of. You know what? I don't even know where my phone's at now. I'll have to find that later. I think I did put it on YouTube, like let's set a reminder, so I might get a reminder. But yeah, it'll be something that gets talked a lot about in here before it comes. So more and more people hopefully show up.
That'd be nice.
Now, how is Ice Cold doing? Or I think that's his name. The what is he? An auditor, I think.
Yeah, I think he's okay.
Okay, okay.
I think he did a live while I was on live.
Oh,
That's probably why some of my audience wasn't here tonight.
oh, okay, okay. Was he arrested recently?
What?
Was he arrested recently?
I don't know. A wheat that went down the long pipe.
Oh, you
Oh.
need to go get water real quick, or?
Yeah, maybe I better keep talking, would you please?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Digga, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't feel that way. I feel like I have a really annoying, very monotone voice. That's how I feel. I actually had people fall asleep during the time that I would talk. Really good roommate of mine when I was in Korea. He would listen to me talk, and we talk about whatever we were talking about, and he would end up falling asleep within 10, 15 minutes tops. I haven't actually talked to him in a while. But now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably try reaching out to him. I guess he got married recently as well and has children, but he used to fall asleep all the time every time I talked to him. So I thank you, by the way. Thank you for saying a compliment like that my voice is a good listening voice, but I just to be honest, I just don't feel that way. He's still Oh yeah, undoubtedly. Gosh, I want to say it was back in 2014. I think was the last time I spoke to him. I think it's been that long. If I find my phone, I could tell you the exact date. But this on it? No. That is weird. I literally just. Oh, it's in my jacket. Here we go. Found it. Let's take a look. Search. No, I guess it's been way sooner than that. July 17th, 2019 is the last time I spoke to him. I sent him a text message back in December 4th of 2019 and never got a response.
Wow.
I As far as I know, he's doing great. It's just, life happens and he has his own life going on. So I might text him tomorrow or something. We'll see what happens.
There you go.
Now, Mike, was there ever a response from Digga whether or not he wanted to come on? I know you asked me earlier.
I don't think Daija answered. If Daija wants to come on, well, it's kind of late.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Tomorrow night. I'll be back tomorrow night. Probably around the same time, maybe earlier. Just depends. It'll be in the evening time.
Sounds great. Yeah, not an issue. Not an issue at all. If you wanted me back on tomorrow, I could always come back on. I'll send you an email. Let's do it that way. We'll play by ear, and I'll send you an email letting you know what exactly happens in the morning. Okay. Okay. Now I finally seen this response.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll send you an email first thing in the morning, or early afternoon, whatever time.
Well, tomorrow, let's see. Tomorrow will be on probably around the same time as it was tonight. Maybe earlier, maybe a little later, but reassured it'll be somewhere in that time frame. And then on Thursday, the Dodgers play at 7:00, so I'll be on at 5:00 on Thursday. Whiskey Tango, you're up late. You can't sleep, Michael? No, I could never sleep. 40 likes. Thank you, guys.
Well, what was that last part though? In regards to Thursday. Thursday, you said earlier in the afternoon.
Thursday at 5 p.m. West Coast time.
Oh, okay.
On Thursday. Tomorrow, about the same time I was tonight. Maybe sooner, maybe later. Depends on the baseball game.
Sounds great. I'll
be on after the game, and then Thursday I'll be on before the game, which will be 5:00. And then Friday's always an early day, usually around 12, 1 o'clock, somewhere in that time frame, between 12 and 3.
I will tell you one thing: I'm never actually awake at that time. I need plenty of coffee in my system to actually be functional and not say some things that I don't actually mean. So I probably won't be on Fridays.
No, that's not a problem. I usually don't do weekends, but I was on the weekend as well last weekend. I don't know if I'll do a weekend or not. Just depends on how I'm feeling.
I missed it. I missed your weekend. Well, I think I missed both days this last weekend.
The weekends are usually in the early afternoon as well.
But only if something special happens, like an auditor arrested or you're bored or something like that, right?
Correct. Exactly.
That makes sense.
Yep. Checking in again to say hey again. Hello, Mr. Turtle. Welcome back. It's 12:15. I got 15 more minutes left.
Coffee never seems to make you hype. It doesn't make me hype. It just makes me more awake. I'm not gonna say it gets me like woohoo. I'm ready for today or anything like that. It's more of it just helps me function, and it's kind of interesting how I can even have a full pot of coffee and still manage to just go to sleep shortly thereafter. During the tonight, I was drinking coffee, and I'll probably go to sleep shortly after getting off of here. Maybe we'll see what happens. Generally, I've been staying up till about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time, watching some very interesting videos. I've been more interested in what goes on Mount Everest and the maybe I need better coffee.
I'm gonna put my cell phone away. I'll be back. Keep talking, please.
Sounds great. I've been more interested in the the deaths that happen on Mount Everest, and those people that really tried. Some of them succeeded making it to the summit. Other ones we don't know about, like whether or not that there's not much information on them. Um, it's also intriguing to me that out of about 300 bodies on Mount Everest, they only talk about a select few of them. I think it's about 10, maybe 15 people, and it's always repetitive. There's not much information in regards to that. Then, of course, there's also the other videos that I like to watch that intend to scare people and like talking about intrusions. Oh, is there a lot of deaths? Yeah, there is. Mount Everest. Every year you have a lot of amateur hikers, mountaineers that some of them never even hiked up a mountain, and they end up staying up there. There's a lot of bodies, but there. I read recently that the uh, with the snow melting and the glaciers melting on Mount Everest, more and more bodies are showing up, and there's
Wow.
no information. There's no information about these people. When you're talking about like the people who Bigfoot killings cover up. All right. Anyways, so um, yeah, there are like 10 or 15 people that they do have stories, but the rest of them do not. And no matter how far I dug into the research on other people, I cannot find out any more information. And the thing is, in order to climb Everest, like you register. You're part of a trek, whether it's the cheap trek or where they, you get a couple of oxygen tanks and that's it. You don't get any assistance. You don't get any Sherpas. No,
Wow.
nothing. And they're still part of a trek. Now, undoubtedly, there's probably some people that snuck through, and maybe they're the ones, but the there's a registration process from my understanding. Now, of course, that's more recent years. There is one person who does have a story. He went missing in 1922. His body was found in 1999. I think it was 75. No, 75 years. 75, 1922. So, oh, gotta love math. 97. About 1997, maybe, and his name was Mallory. Last name was Mallory Ever. Let's see. I'm double checking before George Mallory. Um, he was an English mountaineer, and his body was not found until
Wow.
hold on. 1924 is when he passed away. So yeah, all right. Correction, I was wrong on the year. 1924 is when he fell and succumbed to his injuries, and his body was not found until 1999. So there's a lot of stuff that I like to look at, like very dark stories that are real. I don't like reading dark stories that is fictional. I like nonfiction. I like to read actual history. And it is very interesting and it is very crazy when you look into it. And the craziest thing that I found is there's estimated 280 bodies at a minimum. And there's only a select few that get talked about. Most notably is Green Boots, but there is two different ideas who Green Boots is. And if you are traveling up, I can't remember what path, so don't quote me on this. It's like the northeast something rather. I can't remember. Um, you have to actually walk over his body. And um, again, like that's what I've been more interested recently. And now going off of the scary true stories dealing with like serial killers and um, strange things in forests. That one it creeps me out. It almost makes you not want to ever step in a forest ever again on certain stories. Um, and so again, I like looking into dark things. I'm just that type of person. I'm very dark, and it doesn't surprise me that people, hospital staff, think of me as this horrible person because I really am horrible, and I understand that. I try to be polite and I try to only show facts, but that's that's who I am. I'm not very friendly. Not saying that I'm not going to be friendly on your show or friendly like in person or anything like that. I'm not a serial killer.
Let's hope not.
Oh, well, I would have been caught already. Like I stated, I walk around open carrying in front of police officers. I love law enforcement. I
Uh-huh.
really do. Not, except for the city that I live in. That's the most hated police officers in Clark County, Washington.
Wow.
And like I mean, and I can't say most hated. They're just not as respected as the rest of the law enforcement agencies in my area. Thankfully, I don't deal with Vancouver police all that often, and I will if I ever have to deal with them again. I was already told by Clark County sheriff deputies or deputy sheriffs, to be proper, um, to call them up because I have a reputation with Clark County deputy sheriffs. I pretty much stay at home. I don't do anything. I like to stay bundled up and not go anywhere, which is counterproductive because I do have a 3-year-old son, which does need social interactions. But now with this pandemic going on and everything, I mean, the restrictions are getting less and less, but we're told we can't do anything except, wear masks and don't go to the stores, like, period, almost. And the social interactions for my son has dropped down dramatically, and this is the most critical years in a child. With my back pain and all that type of stuff, it is really hard to even get him outside. So I'm trying to be I'm trying to be a positive person, but internally, I love stuff that scare me. I love stuff that is very dark.
Wow.
And now you can put into consideration Stephen King. He is the last person that I would like knowing about him and knowing his politics, which has been published.
Uh-huh.
Um, he he is actually, from my understanding, against the Second Amendment. He doesn't like it. He wants to get rid of all the firearms. If I understood this correctly, I would have to double check, so don't quote me on it.
So
I'm
he
all about
might want to be like England for the USA.
exactly, and he is known for horror stories. Like one of the things there was a things to do when you're bored list that I've seen back when I was in middle school. And one of the things was scare Stephen King. Obviously, one of the things to do when you're bored is to scare Stephen. Yeah, try scaring Stephen King. He writes horror stories for a living.
Uh,
And so he has a dark imagination, but he is the last person that I would actually think of doing anything to anyone. Just to be 100% honest. And now I'm not trying to compare myself to Stephen King by any means. It's just internally, I like being freaked out. I like being on edge. I like that anxiety, that rush, the adrenaline. Like when I'm watching these videos and researching different forests, one of them in particular is in Alaska that I actually have yet to research on. It's a ghost town completely, and what ended up running these people out of this town was some big, hairy, tall creature.
Bigfoot.
That's they called it something else, but that's what comes to mind is a Bigfoot sighting that comes back all the way to earlier in the 1900s. I can't remember the specific year, but I think it was around the 1920s that this went on. And it scared people that they would rather go back onto ships that in the middle of the storm than be near that forest that this creature was. And so again, I have yet to actually conduct my own research on it, but that's the next one that I'm going to be researching on. It sounds very
Sasquatch. Digest says Sasquatch.
oh. Yeah. And again, it's do I believe in Sasquatch, Bigfoot? You know, they're one and the same. Just different words, just like marijuana, weed, cannabis, pot, blah blah blah. We're not going to get into that again. But it do I believe in that? Part of me says yes, the other part says no. The problem is that I can't think about is there is just not or that I can't bypass is there's not enough evidence showing Bigfoot is actually truly real. And oh, sorry, go ahead and say hi to this person. Sorry about that.
Okay, thank you for noticing. Mr. Wondering Haggis, hello, good morning from Scotland. Hello, good morning from Salem, Oregon. Mr. Wondering Haggis, hope you're enjoying Scotland. Okay, go ahead. We only got...
Oh, nope, we only have a couple of minutes left. You know what? I'm just going to stop it right there. I'm going to let you say, do your outro for the next couple of minutes. So that way you get off on time. You enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll stay on chat until you are completely off. It was nice chatting with you, Mr. Malloy.
And an honest Republican, you can come on my panel anytime.
Sounds great. Will do.
Okay, thank you, and God bless you.
God bless you too. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you. You the same. All right, guys. I'm gonna take it away. I got like 1 minute left. It says 1 minute on my clock. But if you haven't seen, I'm going live and do a 24-hour live stream on June 30th at 9 a.m. And I'll do a 24-hour live stream. Because July 1st is my birthday. Digest says, great listening, Anonymous Republican. I agree. It's very interesting, young man. Thank you for having me. You're welcome. You come on anytime. Same goes for Dijah, because I know he's been on panel. He's been good. You guys are always good. So, without further ado, I think it's about time to end the broadcast. Thank you guys for coming. God bless you all. Take care. Have a good morning, afternoon, and night. Bye-bye, everybody. God bless.